Hey everybody, it is OKRP Guy here. We are here with our first week of our Stars Without Numbers, the Odyssey. I'm joined here by Mossinator51, Than Rand, Bonozo Apps, and Christina Bot. How you guys doing today?
Awesome.
Good.
So, as a good icebreaker and to give me a little bit better standing on where we are, we'll just go around, tell the people out there who you are, what you do, and how much roleplay experience you have. We will go ahead and start with Moss, because you're in the top left corner of my screen.
All right. Moss here. RPG experience very limited. I like to watch, never been able to partake. I'm a...
Like to watch.
Yeah. You can catch me on my Twitch channel. It's the same as my Twitter down here. It's Mossinator51. I'm a variety streamer. You can watch me play anything from MMOs to first-person shooters to sports games, whatever. Just always around.
Hell yeah, why haven't you played RPGs yet?
Because I didn't have such a fantastic group of people to play with before.
Oh, okay. Christina!
Hi, my name's Christina. I'm not a streamer. I just play games and like to watch people play. Mostly if I'm playing anything, it's MMOs. But I like to watch a lot of FPS like H1Z1 and Destiny. And I've played RPGs a few times with Joe. And it's pretty fun.
My worst and best characters. Jonathan.
What's up, Jonathan? Go by Than Rand on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, wherever. I stream on Twitch occasionally, mostly Destiny or Madden, sometimes Neverwinter, some MMOs, stuff like that. Not a whole lot of RPG experience. I've kind of got into it as a fan, watching some shows, and then decided to pick it up and got involved with this, and I'm excited to do it.
Hell yeah, I am excited myself. And Matt Harmon.
Yeah, hi.
How's it going?
I stream at... Oh, it's going great. Thanks so much for inviting me. I'm really excited. I've been putting together the Twitch Tulsa group. That's how I found out about this. So I hope everyone that's here watches Twitch or streams on Twitch in the Tulsa area is a part of that. So we want to put together like a Pokemon Go evening or whatever, but all open to suggestions. I run Bonozo Apps here also in town. This is my 5th year, and I do my game development live. I'm hosting the game dev panel at TwitchCon in 2 weeks. It'll be my returning to do it again this year. I did it last year as well, and I will be also on the Twitch panel at XPO this Saturday. I hope you guys are going to that and can check it out. I can talk to you more about it if you want to be a part of that. And as far as my RPG experience, RPG is exactly why I got into game development a long time ago. It was playing Dungeons and Dragons. Just could never find anyone that was a competent DM, so I found out the computer was the next best thing, and that's basically the creation of Bonozo.
Fair enough. I will try and compete with the computer. I don't promise much, but I'll do my best.
I believe in you.
Okay, where's my cheat sheet? Okay, so we are playing Stars Without Number. If everyone's ready to jump in.
Let's do it.
Basically what we're trying to do here is create a... Oh, I had a long-ass word for this, and I've now forgotten it, which is not good. Screw it. Basically, we're going to be doing improvisational storytelling in a galaxy set 1,000 years in the future. Basically, the background of this game is it was built on the old AD&D system, so it is very lethal. And something you guys are going to have to be careful with, but its skill set and everything else comes from a game called Traveler, which I have had very little time to read, so sadly could not tell you more about that. The next important thing to know is this is a sandbox game, so I kind of dictate the universe, and you guys get to do whatever the hell you'd like in the universe. So it will not be me driving you as much as it will be you driving you. So that's something to definitely keep in mind. Why Odyssey? Because it makes for a great ship name, and the journeys that this crew is going to have here in the future. So, a few important things to know about the world itself. There was an event called the Scream. It happened about 200 years from where we start our campaign. And what happened was basically all the psychics and all of the intersector travel that allowed for a huge expanse of civilizations to be interconnected and maintain itself collapsed all simultaneously. Psychics around the universe died off, and the warp gates were all shut down and destroyed, basically. After that, there was approximately 150 years worth of war and famine. Planets that needed supplies were fighting other planets for supplies while the populations dwindled, and basically it reached a catalyst at the point whenever a weapon was made that destroyed an entire solar system. So if you look at our lovely map down in the southwest corner, you can see the asteroid field. That is some of the remaining debris from the solar system that was imploded and then exploded out into the universe. At that point, basically the core worlds, or what would soon become and be known as the core worlds, came together and they decided, hey, we can't have this continue anymore. And among the 13 original solar systems, they created a galactic confederation of planets, which allows for open trade within the core worlds. It is constantly trying to increase the core worlds and build outwards, but basically the entire area is governed by the GCP, and they are kind of like the police enforcement, so you will see them on multiple worlds as long as they're core worlds, and they basically control the smuggling and the thievery and all the bad things that happen in the core worlds. They're the guy you're going to have to deal with whenever that stuff comes about. Important thing to know is faster than light travel is available in this game. It's not super duper fast. It's not, Star Trek, you guys jump and then you're there. We will be covering a fair amount of time that you guys will travel in space, and basically it takes 6 days right now for you guys to jump from one hex to another. Yeah. Any questions so far on what's going on? Cool.
No, sir.
Okay, so Earth is no longer known where the location was. It was lost along the ways, and Earth is nowhere near this sector as far as we are aware. And faster than light communication.
Could use a recap, but I don't want to slow anything down.
Okay. Faster than light communication is not something that really exists. There is mail and basically email, but it still has to be couriered across sectors. So whenever you guys want to contact people, if they're not in the same sector as you, it could take a little while for you guys to get responses, for you guys to get a chance to even have messages with people. So, who's ready to create characters?
Ready as I will be.
Matt, are you in the Roll20? If you guys, I bet you're all pretty much new to Roll20, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so in Roll20, on the right side, there's the dice, once you've joined the game. And under those dice, or above that dice area, there's the two message boxes, the pictures, and the thing that kind of looks like a newspaper. Click on the newspaper and you should be able to see your character sheets. One of you is already on top of things, I see. baby. And what we're going to do first is we're going to roll 3d6 6 times straight down the line. So your first roll will be strength. Matt, are you still struggling to get into a roll?
I'm in the roll 20 page. You said, oh, hit join game.
Hit join game, yeah.
Got it. Bad.
You're good. Okay, so we got everybody. Get your character sheets out, and who wants the fateful job of rolling first? Also, to roll, it's /R space, in the case of this, 3d6, and you'll just hit enter. And then you can go up, arrow, and hit enter again to roll quicker. No one volunteering to jump in?
Wait, what? Hang on.
My dice are cursed.
I know they are. I was tempted to make you go first just because of that.
First.
Something important to note is attributes in this game are nowhere near as important as your skills. Log those on your character sheet. And once you have rolled, you may lower ability scores that are above 13 or raise ability scores that are below 8. So basically you can make yourself super neutral. Also, whenever you pick a class, you guys will get to change one of your class's core skills to a 14 for free. So keep those things in mind. And I can't believe I forgot my GM notebook. I'm a terrible GM. 2 seconds.
I've forgotten, or I don't remember if you mentioned, but do I need to put them in an order, or can I assign them?
No, it's straight down the line. So strengthen,
Down the line, okay.
whiz.
Okay.
Yeah, straight down the line. Oh, there it is. I'm blind. Okay. Forgot my GM notebook. Silly me. Okay.
So to add the character sheet, I'm on the characters. I don't see any Bonanza
Oh,
characters.
yeah. You hadn't joined the game yet. You gotta give me just a half a second. All players.
And my name is still spinning on the roll d20 map. I don't know, but I see an icon for an avatar for everyone else.
I've got
Okay.
the same thing, man.
Try.
okay.
Look at it now.
If you go
I
to
see,
settings,
yeah.
you can minimize those character images down to just names if you want to get them off the map.
Okay. The Space Master looks so cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Christina.
All right, Joe. Just
Dex.
beat this into the ground. When I hit tab,
Right.
it goes to the right instead of going down. So should that be the second one in line, or should I be going down?
I want you to go straight down the column just because that's how I've got it written down.
Okay.
So, not super strong, not super dexterous. Wonderful
Well, I gotta
constitution.
I'm changing it because I had it in normal. So my constitution just tanked.
Yep. Let me know when you got those in there. And I do know what your future name is going to be. If I click on this real quick. Okay.
Man, this is cool.
Yeah, Roll20 is pretty awesome.
It's a very good program. It just, you kind of got to learn it, and once you've learned it, everything gets about 100 times easier.
You ever tried Tabletop Simulator? I'm just curious. Not to segue too much, just curious.
My buddy Steven talks good things about it, but I have not had an opportunity to use it myself. I do want to look into it, though. Because, I mean, I play Warhammer 40k,
Sweet.
so if I didn't have to buy models, that would be a lot cheaper of a hobby. Not to mention...
What, for making a character now, we're filling in the 6... Do I need to set a class or anything? Or
no, if you flip to page 8 in the PDF book I sent you guys, we're going to follow the character creation summary the way it does it. If you don't have that book, I can dump it into SkyChat.
I feel like I just failed homework.
Aw.
It'll be okay. It is in Skype chat now.
Reference the PDF. That's how I lost my last 3 jobs.
Well, I try not to create too much homework for you guys.
No, I feel terrible. Let's see. How did I miss that link? I think I saved it.
If you didn't,
I'm
it's
going
in,
through the. It's in where?
It's
I'm
in
the
Skype
Facebook
chat
history.
right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Just
I got
in-
3 chats going. I got your Twitch, the Roll D20 chat, and then now and the Skype.
Oh God. Okay, Christina, you got
Yeah,
your
my
number.
bros are in your Twitch, by the way. I don't know if you're watching at all, but they've been giving you some follows and stuff.
Hell yeah. Unfortunately, whenever I'm streaming RPGs, I try and cover all that at the end. Just because if we're in the middle of telling a story, it can really crush the mood with everyone saying hi and follow and all that. But thank you guys for coming, and I'm glad everyone's here. I would
It's
be
a mod free zone. Get them.
Yeah, you can pretty much get away with whatever you'd like. Just be nice. Okay, who is that? That is Jonathan. Properties, change. Sorry, I'm still updating all the names and stuff because as I find out what they
we're trying to
are.
tweet it out as well.
Yep.
Just FYI. I was just trying to RT you anything you did, but there was nothing there. I mean, maybe it's no big deal. Just
Oh, I did forget to tweet this out. I was busy trying to do overlays. Mosh, you want to roll your 3d6 down the line?
3D. Wait. I've got too many things open. Okay.
Strength, dex, con.
How many times am I doing this? 6?
6. Int. Wiz. Cha.
Oh, there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
4, 11, 8, 12, 10. Well, you're going to be a charismatic person, aren't you?
Yeah, man. Which way am I entering these?
Straight down, so it'll be strength, dex, con, int, wiz, charisma.
Gotcha.
And once you get those in, let me know, and we'll have Jonathan roll. Actually, he could roll, and you could just scroll up.
So it's /R space 3d6.
Yep.
man, I wish everyone could see your game design document, your rules PDF. It's freaking sweet.
It's pretty awesome. I really like the setup of this book. It's a lot easier to do character creation without getting lost.
This is the only problem with GMing and having to do production. I feel like I'm doing 105 things, but it's working out. We're getting there. And
So I should feel good about those numbers, huh?
yeah, that would be the best set we've had so far.
Well, then I will go ahead and feel good about it.
And I can actually, I could pull that up.
And so I just put it straight onto that sheet. Okay.
Yeah, and it will automatically update so that you can see your modifiers. And I will make it to where everyone out there can see exactly what I'm doing. In 3, 2, boom, there it is. And it sounds like my girlfriend just got home, which means the dogs are about to freak out. I don't know if that's too small. Ah, I can read it. And I've got terrible vision. And Matt, roll your 3d6 down the line.
You got it. Just sharing the manual with the bro real quick. He wanted to see it. That's okay, right?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. Can I paste it even in your chat? Is that okay?
Sure. It was
Okay.
achieved online for free, so.
They're just trying to follow along. So I guess I just type in rolling 3d6.
/R face, 3d6. Good strength.
Man, that's my strength.
Yep.
All right. Guess I'm gonna be a thief.
Well, if you choose a warrior, you have the ability to change either your strength or your strength or your dex to a 14, which will still allow you to play any class you'd like. It's one of the benefits to the system. Dex,
So I am doing them order for sure. Strength, Dex, Con, Int, Wiz, Charisma.
Yep.
All right. 13 Dex.
12 con.
12 Con. My character's totally average.
10 intelligence.
My Charisma be a 3. Oh, I'm not wise. I must be a very young. I think this is a boy I just rolled. And there's my 6 Charisma, ladies and gentlemen.
A prepubescent boy.
I'm weak, slow, dumb, ignorant,
Wow.
and very ugly. I think I can play this.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I'm just going to be the comedic sidekick.
That works.
Yeah.
You're going to play Will Wheaton?
Yeah.
Will Wheaton?
The younger one.
Right.
Have you seen him lately?
He's getting balder.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I had
If you guys want, you can mediocritize your stats by reducing anything above a 13 down to a 13, and then increasing anything below an 8 up to an 8 if you'd like to mediocritize yourself. If you don't have anything above 13 or below 8, you are stuck, and we can move on to the next step whenever you guys are ready.
I'm good.
So once I enter the
move my
numbers in,
con up.
it's...
I have nothing over 13.
Pretty much, but we're about to get to the fun part. You guys get to choose a class.
Definitely raising my strength.
Yeah, I'm scanning through them.
There are 3 classes in Stars Without Number. There is the Expert, the Psychic, and the Warrior. Each one comes with its own special abilities, or yeah, basically it's thing it's allowed to do every hour. So, in the case of an Expert, once per hour, you can re-roll a failed skill check. You must take the second result, even if it's worse. If you are a Psychic, your special ability is you get psychic powers, and that's, life can't be too hard when you can move things with your mind, if I do say so myself. And in the case of a Warrior, his special ability is once during each combat, a Warrior can completely negate a successful attack roll against him, and you can choose to negate that attack after I've told you how much damage it is. So if it was the lethal blow that's going to kill you, you can just be like, nah, that one doesn't hurt me.
Good.
Once you guys have a class in mind or selected, you can look at the primary attributes for that class and change one of your associated stats to a 14. So if you were choosing Warrior, you could make your Strength or Dex a 14.
Are you getting I should be a warrior? Because I really wanted to be a psychic.
That's completely doable. There's no disadvantage to any singular class as far as I'm concerned. Psychic's gonna require you to probably answer a couple questions I'll have about what each power does, which will just require reading what the little blip says, because I don't have all of that memorized at this point. But absolutely no reason you shouldn't be a psychic.
I just figured reading people's minds might be useful.
Yeah.
Although I'm sure I'm not level 20 yet or whatever I need to be.
Right. Hey, every great story starts out small.
I'm trying to think of some psychic blunders.
One thing that you should be made aware of if you are choosing a psychic is meta extra-dimensional syndrome. It's called MES. It's what makes you a psychic. It is actually a disease. but because of the core worlds, you are heavily medicated for our protection. A psychic who goes without their medication for extended periods of time eventually has their head rot like an apple in, a hot day. Your brain will just kind of fry if it's not continually treated. Fun
Scanners. No, I think I can do it. I'm off my ADD. We're good.
Okay. Christina, what class are you thinking?
Okay. I'm thinking expert. I was originally leaning towards psychic, but I decided that didn't really fit with the computer expert thing that I want to do.
Okay. That works for me. Moss, ideas?
Computer experts. Big time.
Let's see.
Still thinking on it? You're muted.
Ha! My bad. I think I'm going to do expert as well.
Okay. John, is that going to make you the warrior of the group?
I think it is.
Okay. And
Meat shield.
That's right.
we've got Matt as psychic. Okay, so next thing is you guys are going to pick your background packages. If you turn to page 12 in your PDF, 12 and 13 have all the different background packages. And the way you kind of make your character as you go through this game, or as you go through the character building process, is your background's kind of like what you did when you were younger. Then you're going to get a training package which has a set of skills in it, and that's going to be more like what you did in college and how you trained yourself going into life. So you build a character with those two things, and then you are who you are now. So there's basically 3 transitions you can go through. The important skills that you guys need to keep in mind is you will need someone with navigation, because that's how you jump between sectors. Vehicle space, because that's how you manage to pilot around once you jump between sectors. And then computers kind of handles your scanning, trying to go stealth mode, things like that your ship has the ability to do. The only other one that I would consider is combat gunnery, because combat gunnery is going to give you the ability to fire the ship's weapons and any other vehicle-mounted type weapon easier than anything else.
Sounds like a job for a warrior.
Yeah, kind of. But it doesn't limit you to that. I mean, if you guys had a specific person on the crew you wanted to be, like somebody wants to be the pilot, and somebody wants to be the navigator, and somebody wants to be the computer's nut, then you guys could pick according to that. But as long as you guys end up with at least those 3 skills, navigation, vehicle space, and computers, by the time character creation is done, you guys will at least be capable of flying your ship.
Cool.
Nice.
As a team. I don't feel I'm qualified for any of those positions.
Okay, I'm definitely taking computer, and I was thinking about taking navigator just because. So if we want 2 navigators or whatever, I don't care, but I just thought I'd let you know so nobody
Okay.
has to feel like they have to take that.
Have you selected a background package yet, Christina?
I'm thinking con artist.
Con artist?
Ooh.
Okay, Okay, yeah. That's a good one. So you started out as a con artist.
Yeah, because I
Like
kind of
Sawyer from Lost.
I kind of have like a plan. I think of what I want my character's background to be, and that fits the best.
My character already starts standing behind her.
No.
Okay, I'm going to go through your skills that you get with con artist real quick, just so we have a little bit more understanding of what skills are and do. With con artist, you're going to get culture criminal. So with culture criminal, you have the ability to roll and see if you know things about crime that is going on that planet, or if you have connections there. Also with your culture criminal, you have the ability to be like, oh, I know Lando. He's on this world. We can go visit him, and then when you botch the roll, you don't know it's a trap.
Oh no.
Kind of a thing. So that's a way for you guys to find out more information or have a good contact on that world. In the case of Culture World, you are going to have to select one world. It probably will be your home world, but we haven't decided that yet. And that, once again, it gives you more information about that world, and it gives you a higher, the ability to have contacts and things like that on that world.
I just want to say I'm already having a blast. I really am. This is great. I picked my background profile, though.
What'd you pick?
I want to do Urchin.
Urchin?
Yeah, I'll read it out. Cast-offs and byblows and orphans. There are few worlds that don't have at least a few unwanted children growing up in the shadow of a more fortunate families. Those of them that survive learn how to do what is necessary to live, and often that means leaping at the chance to get off-world. Skills: culture/world, culture/criminal, stealth, survival. Yeah.
Okay.
Survival, yes.
Survival stealth. Stealth's going to give you the ability to hide, obviously, and survival is going to give you the ability to know what to do during harsh circumstances, trapped out in the waste, or caught on a planet with a corrosive environment. But awesome, we got an urchin. We got a con artist. Moss, John. Still reading.
Urchin's a word.
I'm narrowing it down. I'm narrowing it down. Oh my god, thank you.
Grill.
Grill.
Grill bringing candy. Ice cream sandwich?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have said candy. Ice cream. Important part.
Oh man.
For the two who have already picked a background package, if you scroll down to your class, below your class you will find training packages. And you can start reading on training packages to try and decide what you guys want to do there.
So the skills that come along with your background package,
Yes.
is this the only skills you're going to end up with, or can you pick more skills later or with other things?
Okay, you're going to get skills with your background package, and you're going to get skills with your training package.
Okay, I got you. All right.
And then you could technically go get training to learn new skills that you wouldn't otherwise have available to your class if you guys wanted to. And when you level, you're given more skill points to spend in things you know. Standard D&D type thing where you have to pay extra for something you wouldn't otherwise know.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The training packages adds even more skills, or is it good to get them that they're like the same as your background?
Okay, if you get them to where they're the same, you can boost that skill to a 1, but it limits the overall skills you have. So it's a positive and a negative. So in the case of Urchin, it'd probably be pretty easy for you to double up on like stealth or survival.
With the rogue. Oh.
Right.
I didn't want to do that.
Well,
I kind of want to do some healing, but I don't know if does that combo work if I be a healer too?
yes, if you take as one of your psychic training or psychic powers, you can choose, what is it? Precog, telekinetic, telepathy, teleportation. It's
Precog.
biopsionics, and with biopsionics, you have the equivalent to a Lazarus patch, except for you do it psychically. So that's how you will revive somebody who hits 0 or goes below 0. You would then have the ability to stabilize them. It doesn't matter if you want to choose that as your primary discipline or your secondary discipline, due to the fact that we're low levels so far, but that's something else to consider. And the highest you can increase a skill right off the bat is to 1, because it starts out at -1. If you have the skill, it goes to 0. And if your training package and your background package have the exact same skill, then you could bump it from a 0 to a 1.
Harsh. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Another thing to know is this game is built around a 2d6 skill system and a d20 combat system. So when you guys roll skills, you will roll 2d6 plus modifier plus skill. And if you get a 7 or better, that is a success. And, 6 or lower is a failure, and we see what happens.
Okay. I'm going healer as much as I can. If I can double up on healing, I'm in.
Okay. You might want to look into the skill Tech Medical. If you can find a way to get Tech Medical, that would give you the ability to do it both psionically and physically. And if you had a Tech Any skill, you can select Tech Medical as your Tech Any.
Okay.
Moss, Jonathan? Backgrounds?
I am gonna go with transport specialist.
Transport Specialist.
Yes.
Man, precog sounds so freaking cool, though.
Got combat gunnery, culture world, navigation, vehicle any.
Okay, so you will select one vehicle. I don't know that anyone has taken vehicle space yet. Combat gunnery will allow you to shoot the weapons on the ship. Culture world, you will select a world that you know culture about. And navigation is navigation.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're working on a pretty solid pilot there.
Yep.
I'm just missing it. What is transport specialist under?
Background packages. It's on the second page.
I didn't go far enough.
Man.
And Moss, you can start looking at your training packages to go with that.
Yes, sir.
Christina or Matt, have you guys come up with a training package for yourself yet?
I think I still need a little help.
Okay. What do you need?
I want to change the. I actually really, as much as I want to heal, I really want that precog more. Can I have healing and precog, or is that not?
Yes, you get 2 psionic disciplines. So you could have precog and biopsionics as your psychic powers. And then make precog your primary, and make biopsionics your secondary.
Okay.
And that will give you the ability to both have precog at level 1, so you have Omen, and it will also give you the ability to use biostasis whenever necessary.
And do I still need to pick a training package, or
Yes.
no?
Yes, you still need to pick a training package.
Knowing I'm all those things, what should I just pick? Seriously, knowing that my character is.
Let's see here. I would probably go like Academy graduate. You could literally go healer.
Okay.
Or no, that's really the best choice. So
I'm a urchin. I'm a urchin. I mean, I got some stealth too.
Right.
Right.
Well, I mean, the question is, are you an urchin who learned the medical trait from schooling, or are you an urchin who learned the medical trait from the people who are around you?
It doesn't sound like I learned it from schooling. My character sounds like kind of. Nah, it doesn't. With the low stats and the orphan, I don't think you got any help.
Then I would say the best training package for you is probably going to be healer.
All right, let's do it. It's perfect.
And that'll give you culture any, so you get to select a culture. The full list of skills is on page 15 in the PDF.
Nice.
So I'm bringing up the rear, and I've got my background.
Okay. Give me just half a second.
Y'all.
Perception you'll get with healer, so that'll give you a little bit better chance of seeing things. You get tech, psi-tech, so psionic weapons and things like that become available to you. And tech medical, which allows you to heal. Yes, there are psionic weapons.
Nice.
Yeah, sure. I'll rip people's heads open.
Okay, Jonathan, what's the background?
Soldier.
Soldier.
Sweet.
Here.
Second generation soldier? Been doing it all your life? Born and raised?
Born and raised. I like it.
It's in his blood.
My blood.
Okay, was there...
Doesn't look like I'll just have to pick a world, it looks like. But the skills are pretty straightforward.
Yeah, combat
Did
projectile,
anyone pick a
combat-
world already? Cause
No, we haven't gotten to the point where you guys are picking homeworlds yet.
Cool.
Yeah.
Once we have training
Have you played
packages,
before? The soldier. Have you played before?
No,
Sound
I've
like-
never played this.
No one here has played before. Just the DM, the GM.
well, Christina's been in a
played.
game.
Christina's played.
Okay. Ah, got it. I move even closer behind her.
Once
I've
you
played a character like this.
I'm
before.
rolling stealth to see if I was detected. No, it's okay. It's okay.
2d6
Okay.
plus dex. Once you have your background packages and your training packages picked out, feel free to pick a homeworld. If you have questions about homeworlds, you can ask. I would prefer you pick from the core worlds because that's the most likely chance that you would be where you are now.
Okay, I want to be from a space station.
From a space station?
Are there any stations? That
Your best bet would be Magus. Magus has the largest spaceship production facility. So, to build those the best they can, they build them in upper atmosphere so they don't have to launch from the planet's surface.
Okay, because basically I don't want to have ever lived on a world.
Like you were created in a lab.
Like I was born and have only been raised in space.
In space
And
on
I've been
spaceships?
to
got it,
worlds,
got it.
but I was never lived on one.
That's cool.
Oh man.
Yeah, you're probably your best bet's Magus. That is the home of the Azadi Multistellar, the largest starship production facility in the sector,
Okay.
and they are part of the original 13 core systems.
Largest starship production. Sector.
I don't want to click off of that. Okay. So we definitely got a solid heal bot. We got a pilot. We got the soldier. We got the computer girl. We're doing great. Okay. I think Matt's already 15 steps into his backstory, which is wonderful.
I know. I'm trying to match a culture and a world to it. I love the idea of having an alien culture, but I don't want to pick the one race that no one we never meet or anything. It's not
Right. Aliens are semi-relevant in the core worlds. It's not like they've been shunned, but there are less of them there than there will be in the outer areas of the sector.
Punt that then. Spacer sounds cool. Is that useful, you think?
Spacer gives you the ability to know other people who travel space. It would give you the contact that you need to get the hell off this planet. You know the bar to go to find the people to be able to get off that planet.
That
you
sounds
would,
like the other character.
yeah.
How about Traveler?
I think
That's a weird one.
Let me flip to that page real quick so I can.
This skill is unique in that it can only be taken at level 0 and cannot be raised. It can substitute for any other planet's culture skill. However, it represents a casual basic knowledge of many different worlds. This skill is useless on worlds that have been completely cut off from interstellar contact. Traveler skill grants no linguistic proficiency. What is that?
Okay, it gives
That's
you
interesting.
it gives you the jack of all trades, master of none. You can make a culture traveler roll for any world that you want.
I'll take it.
It's really useful.
I'll take it.
Right.
I'll trade with you.
I'm gonna take
I'm not-
culture spacer, but that's a really cool one.
All right. It says you can't raise it though. Maybe that's kind of weird.
Yeah, you just won't be wasting skill points on trying to raise it.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like
Put it
if
like
you
that.
had been taken around the world by your parents, so you kind of had
Right.
a general knowledge of how the world works.
I'm picturing in mine. It was you know how people ride trains cross country when they're homeless.
Mm-hmm.
Picturing like that. That's how I did it.
There we go. That's awesome.
Cool.
Okay. I still need training packages from Christina, Moss, and John.
Training package for me. I'm just doing adventuring expert.
Okay. that gives you the ability to pick whatever you want, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get
wanna
4 of
know
them.
What I have chosen?
Any 6 skills,
I get
at least
6?
4 of which must be expert class skills. And if you go up a page, you can see that expert class skills is all except for combat skills, tactics, and tech sci-tech.
Yeah. So I'm taking computer, culture spacer, navigation, security, exosuit, and tech astronautics.
Okay, so that'll give you the ability to help repair the ship and things as necessary. And all things known spaceship-wise.
Which makes sense coming from a station that builds spaceships, which is pretty cool.
It is. Moss and Jonathan, how we doing?
Yo, I'm going with pilot.
Pilot?
I'm driving this shit.
Okay.
Dude, Moss, I can't believe I'm playing a game with you at the same time. First
Right?
time. Yeah, that's cool. I
Pilot.
was in a stream, I think, within this month or something.
Combat gunnery, combat
Yeah,
space.
I watch yours every once in a while, man. When I have spare time.
Oh.
When there's not Stranger Things on Netflix, and when there's not.
Okay, so
Walking Dead premiere
is Stranger Things really that good?
I've watched the
I have
first
not-
couple episodes.
I've
Yeah,
not
the
watched
first
it.
couple
Honest.
episodes are great.
Moss is nodding his head. Hell yeah.
And Jonathan, training package?
I think I'm gonna go Adventuring Warrior, and I'm working on my 4th skill now.
Okay, so adventuring warrior. So we've got 2 of you that were adventurers. We have the stowaway, or
Yeah.
equivalent, and we have the pilot.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Do you guys watch Dark Matter?
Yes.
Cool. I'm
That
picturing like that team somehow.
not exactly the way we're gonna go, because they're not all criminals yet. But I'm sure we can get there. I have faith in you guys.
I like the yet.
I
Hey.
started a criminal.
They got good hearts now if you're really paying attention, just saying.
Right. They just had to forget all the things they've done. Interesting.
I added a really cute little character picture. Just look all innocent and space waif. It's great.
Okay.
The one that draws my character. Just play.
We're gonna go with. Sorry, I've got my. Do I need to tell you what my skills are gonna be?
If you know what all of them do, then no, you're fine. Just fill out your character sheet appropriately,
Okay.
and we will be good to go. Okay.
So when we're filling it out, we take them all to 0 if we didn't take it twice, right?
Okay.
If you have the skill, it goes from -1 to 0. If you have the skill twice, it goes from 0 to 1. But you can't pick like Tech Any and Tech Any and double up a Tech Any into a 1. You'd have to pick 2 separate Tech Any's. And that's kind of a weird word to say, Tech Any. Okay, so the...
Wait,
Oh.
sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Could you help me pick my homeworld? That's the only thing I'm missing.
Um,
Oh yeah, I'm missing that as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that here soon.
Homeworlds?
Yeah.
You should be looking at the map in Roll20, and then you're kind of looking at names and asking me. With
I was looking at the map.
Urchin, Healer...
Can I come from a volcano?
How about a heavily polluted, quarantined world?
Sounds nice.
Ademptus,
Vacation spot.
Ademtus, is exactly
Thank
that. A planet with a huge amount of pollution due to the large amount of weapon facilities and basically it's hugely industrialized. The majority of the surface of the planet was processing and making of goods up until the Scream, at which point a large amount of the facilities fell away. And if you'd like to take this into your backstory, it would be very easy that you found out that the world was going to be quarantined, and you managed to sneak off-world, and then wound up with the crew you're with now.
Cool. By the way, Kemar1997 is saying Star Without Numbers is a cool name. Just letting you know that.
I agree. I wish I came up with it. Let's see here.
So
We
let's all
have...
get the-
You're from Edmonton.
Yeah, where am I?
Edmonton. And you are from Magus. Okay. Oh, that's not who I was supposed to write that on. So what kind of world do you see yourself being from Moss or Jonathan?
I'm thinking somewhere that's, like pretty civilized. Like is there like a core, like what's the most civilized advanced planet there is?
Zahira. Zahira is the main station for the GCP, or Galactic Confederation of Planets. It is where the Council of the 13 Systems meets, and I think it's the only Tech Level 5 sector in the area. That is the cream of the crop, and they would have trained you from childhood to be a soldier, and then whatever happened that made you go out on adventuring and lead you to where you are today. But I would say Zahira would be a good choice for you. It is the basically governmental planet of the worlds, or the core worlds as well.
Let's do it.
Okay. Zahira.
So Joe, tell me, like, what planet would you most likely find just some pilot like hanging out in a bar?
Pilot hanging out in a bar? Kathu.
Yep. Well, that's where it is then.
I should warn you before you make that pick that Kathu does have a religious-run government.
Okay, never mind. I'm out of there.
Okay. I didn't tell you anything about the religion, but fair enough.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, I'm going to give you two more choices. If you choose Puja is the major fuel refining location. So large transit ships and things like that would all be traveling through there. If you used to be, say, a space trucker, you would definitely be stopping and picking up fuel at locations at that location and then transiting it throughout the sector as necessary. The other choice would be Amora. Amora is kind of the junction point between a couple major trade routes, and thus would have a large amount of traffic through trade and the like.
Yeah, let's go with that one. I like that one. Amora.
Amora? Okay.
Yeah.
Whew. Okay. For first level, you guys are going to be given your full hit die plus your Constitution modifier in starting hit points. So in the case of my psychic, you get 4 plus whatever your con modifier is.
Okay.
For my experts, you guys are going to get 6 plus your con modifier. And for my warrior, you are going to get 8 plus your con modifier in starting hit points. And to give you guys like a idea of how lethal this game is, a semi-automatic pistol, a standard pistol, does 1d6 plus 1 damage. So it can almost outright kill half of you with a single shot.
I'm moving even closer behind Eve.
So you said 8 plus my con modifier?
Yes.
Okay.
I gotta get back up to that page real quick.
It's a D what? No.
Yours is a D4. But I'm not gonna make you roll it because
You're just gonna give me 4?
I'm gonna give you 4. Otherwise, you
Plus
would die
4
to
plus
anything.
my con bonus at 12 is what, 0?
Yeah. No, what's your...
My con's 12.
Your con is 12, which gives you a 0, so you have 4 hit points.
Plus 4 for my class, right? So I'm 8.
No, you have 4 hit points.
I thought you said we had a +4. And then
It's
plus
4
expert for
plus
+6.
4 plus con modifier.
Oh.
Other-
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Understand now.
Other people have different die sizes for their hit point.
I got the magic user hit points. Got it.
Yep. Okay.
It's fine. I'm hiding.
At this point, we get to choose languages. Your character speaks English, which everyone gets. It's generally considered the native tongue. And you get one more language per point of intelligence modifier you have. So in the case of most of you, I assume there aren't going to be too many extra languages that way. But you will also be given the language of your home world if you tell me what it is.
So we get common, a homeworld language if we tell you what it is, and then an extra language if we have a int bonus.
Yes.
So up to 3? Okay.
In your case, probably. There are alien dialects and things like that. But I would call them not useful at this time. You have a translator built into your ship that will allow you to translate conversations from other vessels that you would not otherwise understand.
Okay, so the one language that we're choosing right now does not include our home planet's language, or it does?
You get English in your home planet's language. What is your modifier for intelligence?
It's 0. I think.
Okay, so you could have 2 languages. You'll have English and whatever your homeworld's native language is. And you can pick it, because I haven't made those decisions about the galaxy yet.
I know what I want it to be, but it doesn't match the name of the planet. Who cares? German.
German.
Actually, last time I played this.
That kind of works out.
Yeah?
Wait,
I mean,
wait.
yeah.
Wait, so do we have to actually speak this other language?
No.
Yeah.
No, you don't
Does
have
that game
to.
have not space Nazis?
I was like, that's not fair.
He literally just handed me Space Nazis. I mean, the GCP literally just
I
became
heard they
German.
were the first to land on the moon. You know?
Oh. But did they make spike drive travel? No, it was the Swiss. Damn it.
I want to have, for my world language, I want it to be Esperanto.
Nice.
Yeah. And then for my extra language, I want it to be spacer, like underground or whatever hand signs, like whatever
thieves
criminal
can't.
hand sign. Yeah, thieves can't. Like the spacer thieves can't.
So you want Spacer
Isn't
can't?
Yeah.
No, it's like hand signs and stuff,
Okay.
and symbols.
And symbols. Let's just call it Spacer can't for now, as that makes it easy for me to know exactly what we're talking about. And anytime you have to use it in battle, I'll ask you what language you're using, and you're gonna go Spacer can't, and I'm gonna go, you're right. Anyway.
Do I speak anything more than English and Adeptus? No, right? Or I do?
You should get English, but because you chose Traveler...
Can I talk to cats? Because that's really what I want. No?
You could potentially talk to the cat people.
Guys, there's cat people.
What?
They're not fully fleshed out. Leave them alone for right now. I don't think you
So
understand
my
how
goal-
big it all
First
is.
goal is to find the cat people.
And Moss, did you have a home language you wanted to have for Amora?
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
You're good.
No, I'm just gonna stick with just the common. And that be my only thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he does it well.
Man of the people.
You want to spelling bee in the year 2400.
Okay, so we have taken care of homeworlds, we have taken care of hit points, we have taken care of languages. Now we are to the best part of the day, buying equipment!
Oh God, no.
Okay, so what I need everyone to do is I need you guys to roll 1d6 in roll 20. And multiply it by 100, and then add 400. So you could do...
I haven't gotten one high roll this game.
So you start out with 600. You start out with 600. You start out with 900, Jonathan, and 700, Moss. Okay, so I already know what your 2 psionic disciplines are because you're going to do biopsionics and the telepathy, not the telepathy, the seeing the future one. Precog.
Yeah.
Okay, so once we have spent our coin from character creation, which, so everyone knows, equipment starts on page 32. We're not going to really worry about it. What?
Did you make this PDF yourself? I hate for asking. I just
No, it's a book created by somebody, but it had reached the end of life on copyright, so it became free to use.
Okay.
I wish I created this PDF. If I had created this game, I would be amazed. But no, unfortunately, we need to give the credit to Kevin Crawford for creating this wonderful game with the help of Sinomi Publishing.
Yay!
Cool.
And art by Jimmy Zhang, I'm gonna go with. Now,
Yeah, cool.
Pretty good art.
it's an amazing book overall. You guys basically know how much money you have. We could take our first break here. We've been going for about an hour. Give you guys a chance to look at equipment and start fleshing that out a little bit and deciding what you kind of want. And then we'll come back here in...
Have a bazooka? Sorry, I'll just read it.
If you go with energy weapons, you could probably get a... what is it, a plasma cannon? Plasma projector? But it's going to cost you a lot of money.
Gonna get the big stuff.
Anyway.
Joe, just before we look at equipment,
Yep.
Isn't it dependent upon our tech level for what kind of armor we can wear?
You guys have been adventuring as a group for a long time, previous to you guys being on my show. So no, I'm going to make anything that's TL4 or lower available to you, assuming you can afford it. Also,
Oh, we're level 0. Adventuring for a long time, level 0.
and
It's cool. Technicality.
yeah, you'll get to 1 eventually. In the case of equipment also, you should go down to the exploration gear and the tools and medicine. Matt, in your case, you should definitely grab at least a couple Lazarus patches just to be safe. Because if you go down, nobody can psychically heal you with your own powers, but they could heal you with a patch that you're carrying. Another thing...
And a flashlight, too. Same.
Yep.
Get a flashlight, too, that's all.
Get a flashlight as well. Be able to crawl through your cubby holes.
I want all these med kits and bioscanners patch. I don't know. I hope I can afford them. Those are cool.
See what you can manage to work out in cost. Another thing to keep in mind is anybody who wants a cell phone, you need to keep in mind that that is a comm pad that will allow you guys to communicate with the ship when you are on planet, as long as you're within, a reasonable range of it. And if you don't really like the idea of a cell phone and you'd much rather carry your tablet around and have conversations on it, there is a data slab which does that.
Wow, check out this Argus web. That's cool.
The invisible cameras and microphone grouping, yeah.
Probably can't get it now, but...
Hey, you could make that one of your goals, which we will cover after we take care of equipment. But let's go ahead and cut to a quick break. I will get a little bit of tunes going once I get this stupid thing to go by. Before we go, there is one final thing about equipment that I should really explain, and that is armor types. So your armor, if you are wearing no armor, is a 9. the way that combat works is you roll 1d20 plus your armor class, or plus the person you're trying to shoot's armor class, plus your weapon bonus or attack bonus, and plus your relative skill. So if it's melee, it'd be strength. If it's ranged, it'll be dex. And if you beat 20 with that roll, that's a hit. If you don't beat 20, it's not a hit.
Cool.
So no armor's a +9. That means that on an 11 or better, with no additional attributes, you get hit. So things like the leather jack, or in my, which I think should be called a leather jacket, it's 7, so it's a little better. The metal plate is basically just your Bible under your shirt, and then you don't really get to anything good until you get to woven body armor, which I'm pretty sure will be the most expensive thing you guys can manage to purchase at starting level.
Cyberware's armor, or it's no.
No, cyberware is going to be, if you lose a hand or something, you can get a cybernetic arm. If you want to be able to do power armor and things like that, that requires cybernetic surgery to allow you to do it, which also gives you the skill. And then you can basically wear a mech suit, but you guys are nowhere close to being able to afford that kind of thing yet.
So there's no limit on what weapon we can use based on our class, right?
Right. It would be best if you had the skill for it. So if you're using a projectile weapon, you want to use combat projectile. If you're using melee, you want combat primitive, so on and so forth.
I'm gonna try to pit pocket someone on the team. I need some more money.
We need some more money. We'll do it after character creation.
I'm just kidding. But
Actually,
anyone let me give me a loan? 100. All right, I'm gonna have to sell something. What can I take off the ship and sell it?
No.
I believe we're gonna have to
Nothing.
find out who the
I
captain
got no hit
is.
points. I need some serious stuff here.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah. You'll be fine. Just don't get shot.
Yeah. Okay. Where's that ring of like flash speed? Because I'll take it.
Boots of shredding and springing? Yeah. Or
Are those actually in here?
no.
Like,
Potentially,
Can't
those kind of things could be added if we wanted to. I could add in my own weapons and things like that. We could do the Mario jet boots. That would totally be a feasible thing to have in the future. But we'll have to determine a cost for it.
a forward 3X is saying I should cut off my arm so I could get a cyber arm. Would that wouldn't work? I mean, I am a healer. I could. No.
I
Is there a
have
garbage
cyber
disposal
armor.
close by or no?
I mean, it's possible. And if you at 2,500, one system strain, tech level 4. I'm sure we have the ability to make you lose an arm.
I'm sure we can
Well,
figure it out.
and I'm going to use a shield too. So shield and one arm. Should be good.
I'm not sure how you're going to attack, but I'll buy it. It works.
Captain America
Thank
can
you.
do it.
That's true.
Hey,
Yep.
so I didn't take a weapons thing proficiency.
Right.
So am I like bound to unarmed things?
Oh, no, you can still fire a gun. You're just not very good at it.
Mm.
My dice are cursed anyway, so
That's true.
it matters.
This is the cost. Okay.
Yeah, no, you could use your best bet in the case of not having a skill would be doing energy weapons, because all energy weapons get a +1. So with an energy weapon and your -1 in the skill, you would break even at a 0.
I was totally thinking kinesis wraps, but they do so little damage, but they sound so cool. Like,
You
I can
mean
just like
monk
punch
hand
somebody and
wraps?
it goes through the like. But it's kind of worthless in terms of damage.
It's true.
But I can do a tiny bit of damage to someone wearing the best armor.
It's true.
Render myself totally ineffective.
So on your armor class, the higher the number, the better?
The higher the number, the worse.
The worse, I see.
Because
Now,
that's
makes
what's
sense.
getting added to the D20 roll.
Aha, okay.
So no armor would be a armor class of 9.
Gotcha.
Oh, so we want a higher or a lower
Low number.
Lower number. Okay.
I mean, bare minimum, you should take your leather jack and be styling in a leather jacket. You could probably find it at a thrift shop.
It's pretty awesome.
Didn't understand that weapon proficiency thing. Is that something we pick or
That-
no?
That was in your skills.
Okay. And I, as a psionic, I got none. Is that the case, right?
I believe so. With Urchin and Healer, I don't believe either of those gave you attacking skills.
Cool. Means I gotta use a pistol or whatever, like a revolver or.
You could use a energy weapon, you could use a primitive weapon, or you could use a projectile weapon. You will just shoot at a -1 because you don't have the skill every time you shoot.
Oh, but energy are automatically +1.
Yeah, all energy weapons give you a +1 bonus. So if you went with like a laser pistol,
Yeah.
you would break even at a 0 on your attack rolls.
Nice.
You guys all kind of got the idea going here. You're just reading and
so.
looking.
Yeah, lots of reading.
Matt, if you're talking, I can't hear you. Matt, are you talking to us or somebody else?
I don't think you can hear us either.
Can you? I was trying to see if you could hear me or not. I had it muted on the Skype. It says muted.
Yeah, we can hear you now, though. We're good. Now you're gone.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, I was that's what I wanted.
Okay.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Okay, you guys read on equipment, and we'll be back in, oh god, 3 to 5? Let's call it 5. 7:55. Be back. We'll start back up, and we'll finish out our character sheets, start working on a little bit of backstory, and I'll tell you what kind of trouble you're already in.
Alright.
All right.
everybody. We are back.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
If you guys have any further questions about equipment, I would be happy to help you out with any of that. And if you've spent all of your stuff... Actually, once everyone's got their equipment purchased, we will basically go through and give you guys all a chance to describe your characters, what you carry, who you are, the little bitch that you have about yourself so far, and then we will jump into some play.
Do you have to buy bullets if you get projectile?
Your gun will come with one full magazine to start, but any additional magazines after that will need to be purchased, yes.
Is this all the money we have? So if we spend it all, we're at zero when the game starts?
But make note that your ship has rations and all the things you need to survive. You can live in your car. That's what it's there for. So you don't need to worry about rations and things like that at this point.
Okay. So then...
I should probably mute before I type, considering I've got the mechanical keyboard. And you won't have to worry about lifestyles, employment, and services. And you don't need to worry about cyberware. Okay. So how we doing? Everybody almost spent down? Are we close?
Almost.
I
I'm looking
can't
at
balance my
your-
budget. I gotta get 60 extra credits somehow.
Yeah, can we have more money?
You rolled for your money. The fate was decided by the gods.
Dude, my dice ate me.
A little bit more money doesn't help. I have a little bit more, and I'm still running into walls.
Last time it was easier. My character sucked last time, so... This time I cannot afford the tech that I want.
Let's see.
If you guys would like, I can begin talking about... Actually, we need to talk about who's who on this ship. I mean, we need a designated captain. There's got to be your face of legitimacy.
So I'm driving this bitch, that's all I know.
Well,
I would think it's that guy that picked that pristine homeworld, wouldn't it?
well,
I do have the leadership skill.
I'm just the navigator.
It would be the...
so it's between the
mama's
Mosses.
boy.
It's between the
Alright.
Mosses. Are we gonna
I
have
don't.
Captain Vim?
Has a ring to it.
Or Cracklin' McSnaps.
Cracklin' McSnaps.
Cracklin' McSnaps.
That is great.
Okay. Moss name, properties. Cracklin' McSnaps.
Yes.
And Matt, have you picked a character name? Not yet.
No. Well, 1 second.
No, you're fine. I will be so
I got
happy.
a question.
Absolutely.
I'm just having a hard time picking my armor. Really, is the whole problem I'm having, and
Okay.
it's because I want to be able to like stealth, and I just feel like if I get anything bulky, like it doesn't really match. I don't know necessarily technically, but like,
Well, if you go with the metal plate,
right, that's what I'm saying.
which would be a pretty good choice.
Okay,
Uh,
so that's stealth, you think? Because that just sounds noisy. I don't know.
well, okay, but you're thinking of like a. We're not talking Marty McFly at the end of Back to the Future 2. Pretty sure it's 2.
Okay.
We're not talking you wearing like a cast iron grill underneath your shirt. It could be, as far as story goes, it could be a Bible, it could be a flask. It's just a plate over your heart, kind of a thing.
What?
It could be as small as that. It just keeps you from dying. Depends on how
Can I have it? So I could have it with a leather jack?
Layering armor is possible, but in the case of having a metal plate underneath a leather jack, you're only going to gain the benefit of the metal plate armor, so you'll have an AC of 5.
What about a shield with it? Or is that big?
The thing about a shield is what tech level is it? Because if we're talking like
It says 0/4. I'm kind of confused.
Well,
The cost 10/100.
It scales. So if you had literally like a wooden arm holstered shield, you could probably get that for about 10 credits, and that would be like a tech level 1 shield. Whereas a tech level 4 shield would be more of a, God, what's it called? Dune kind of a shield. It's like an energy shield that would sit around you. That's why it costs about 100.
That'd be pimp. Halo. I know I don't deserve that.
Well, but it only costs 100 for you to be able to do that, because that's the high end of the scale. Damn you, Moss.
All right.
What?
Your name's too big, and I've got to change your font size. Cracklin' McSnaps.
So we just add all our gear to the...
You can add it directly onto your character sheet, and it'll be good to go that way. Okay, I do have a name for you, so I can add your nameplate. John name. Boom. Vim. Do we need to put a CAPT period in front of your name, John Vim?
If that's what everybody likes, then I can do that. I don't.
Yeah. Nominate that.
Is everyone's cool with that?
Do it.
Boom. We have a captain, we have a pilot, we have a navigator, and we have a stowaway.
Yeah, and I came up with my character name.
Okay.
It's Weasel.
Weasel?
With a Z.
I like it.
With a Z. The weasel. Oh man.
Okay. There's so much stuff.
Do we add like a backpack? What good is a backpack? It's good, right?
It gives you the ability to carry stuff. I'm not overwhelmingly worried about your guys' encumbrance and things like that.
So it's not really necessary.
Right. Technically, you can have as many readied items as half of your strength score. So, 5 items. The only reason that encumbrance is even here is so that whenever you guys try and tell me that you're going to each carry 42 rifles on your shoulders and walk around,
Oh, I gotcha.
I can be like, no, you're not. Weazel, Weasel.
Okay, so let's try again
I have
here.
a question about weapons real quick, Joe.
Absolutely.
The laser pistol.
Yes.
Says that has a magazine of 10.
Yes.
So, do I need to buy ammo rounds or ammo missile or?
Ammo rounds, I believe, but let me flip to it and make sure I am correct. Laser pistols and laser rifles are the most common type of energy weapons. The phased multifocal beam is capable of penetrating any ordinary mist or haze, but a thick cloud of thermal-resistant particulate matter, such as ash, sand, seriously degrades the beam's ability. Then you apply -4 penalty. Does it state that... Yeah, okay. Energy weapons are very popular on more advanced worlds, as a soldier can carry far more ammunition in the form of Type A energy cells than they can in bullets. So you will buy batteries for your gun rather than ammunition projectile.
So does each battery count as 10, or does each battery count as 1?
Each battery will be 1 magazine's worth of ammunition, so 10 shots. But you have to remember that the ship has the ability to recharge batteries.
Oh. Okay, that works.
I feel like we did this one thing in character creation.
Sucks.
Hey, Matt. Would you rather have your wisdom or your constitution be a 14?
I would definitely. Well, for maximum psychic powerness? Which one would it be? Wisdom, right? I need hit points, but still.
Yeah, it'd be wisdom if you wanted to go for maximum psychic powers and power points. If you want to go for hit points, you go constitution.
No, I'm gonna take the risk and go for psychic.
Okay, that gets you to a 14, which gives you your +1 stat modifier. I updated it on your character sheet for you. I'm just running through these real quick so that I can make sure that everyone did that. Yes, because in the case of Moz, he did not do that either. You are an expert. Intelligence is the only choice you really have.
Huh?
Aaron,
Yeah.
are you okay with increasing your intelligence to a 14?
Sure.
It's a 12 currently, but your charisma's a 17, so there's absolutely no reason to turn a 17 into a 14.
Yeah.
Okay, so that takes care of you. We'll do this one now. Them,
Yo.
I take it you took strength to a 14?
Absolutely.
Yep, okay. And last but not least, Evie? Ivy?
Yep.
How do you want it
Evie.
pronounced? Evie?
Evie, I think.
Evie? You went with intelligence, I'm taking it.
I did.
Okay. Perfect.
So the compad doesn't weigh anything. Just this. There's one.
How many items can we have readied at once?
Half of your strength score.
A rifle.
So in your case, 4.
So weapons don't count encumbrance or anything? I don't see it on the rubric there.
No. We'll just say no.
Okay.
For the case of the weapons that you generally have, we'll say no.
It's a combat rifle.
Yeah, shoulder slung.
Sounds good to me.
Armor. Is there a place for armor on here, or does it just go under equipment?
Other than making note of what your armor class is at the top of your character sheet, you just could put it under equipment. I don't believe there is a defense category covered in the character sheet. I will look to
Okay,
make
so
sure.
do I just put the leather jack, because I took the leather jack, just put the 7, or do I do the 7 plus 9? Like 8, 6, what is it?
No, you just take the 7. You are wearing a leather jack, which gives you a +2 bonus to your armor versus being naked.
Okay.
So your AC is 7.
Okay, so with the woven body armor class of 5, that's my straight. That's
Yes.
my armor class. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god, I actually got all the names on this page and everything? What? Crazy. We have a completed overlay.
Combat. Full.
Does everyone have their skills and everything on their character sheet squared away as far as they are aware?
I didn't fill mine out. I don't know what to put.
One of my skills says culture world. Does that mean I have to like pick a specific world?
Pick a
right?
specific world. You should pick your home world more than likely.
Yeah, then that's the one.
Okay, Matt, just give me a second and I will help with yours. Okay, so Urchin gives you Culture World, which you just get to pick one.
Damage is.
It gives you Culture Criminal. It gives you Stealth and Survival. And Stealth. Boom. And because you chose the Healer, you get a Culture Traveler. You get Perception.
What does weapon AB mean on the character sheet?
Attack bonus.
Okay.
That'll be your base class attack bonus. Tech Sci-Tech and Tech Medical.
Which is under my warrior thing. Okay.
Yes.
Ah, there it is. So my base, so attack bonuses. Oh shit, alright.
Matt, the only thing you have left to decide is what world your Culture World is for. And since you've got Admentus...
I went Traveler. No?
You
go Traveler?
You had 2 Culture Annies.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off then. There was another... I could pick another one?
Yeah.
I got a question. I left 100 credits free, and I bought 3 guns. Is that okay? I got a shotgun, rifle, and revolver. Is that okay?
There's no reason you can't have 3 guns.
And then I have 100 left, and I didn't understand it. Can I just say all that 100's for ammo? And then, like, I don't know. I didn't know what to put. How do I buy ammo for the darn things?
Ammunition is like page 40.
Yeah,
and
okay,
it costs...
Is that too much for bullets?
It costs 10 credits for 20 rounds or 1 magazine worth of stuff.
I can't figure out how much to buy. I don't know how much shooting we're going to do or how much ammo we find. It's kind of hard to tell.
I would suggest as little shooting as possible, but when necessary.
Oh, really?
With how lethal this game is, I can't just throw you into combat situations where you're even slightly overwhelmed. You have to throw yourself into them.
I have 1 gun and I got 60 rounds.
Okay. Well, I bought one for each distance. Short, medium, far. I don't know. Paranoid.
That sounds good.
Attack bonus. And I misspelled it. Oops.
So if it doesn't list attack bonus...
It is your base class attack bonus. It is underneath.
Oh.
If you go up to your expert, you will see that levels 1 through 4 you have an attack bonus of 0.
Okay.
And it also tells you what your saving throws are going to be, so you could fill that out as well.
Okay, so I see under gear, you've got weapon at the bottom. Does your armor go on the right under gear?
Yeah.
Okay. Need to be readied. Since it's, on.
On. Yep.
Alright, so 1, and then a comm pad. That's ready.
Do our weapons need to be readied also? If we want them to be,
Yeah, basically it should hold out.
I have kinesis wraps. I want them always readied.
Why would you even bother to ever take them off your hand?
Exactly. I don't even use water to shower. I use the sonic shower, so there's no reason for them to come off.
I didn't understand. I was supposed to pick another culture. I didn't get it. You mean like alien or something?
No. I just made it your homeworld. Culture.
Okay.
Admentus. It would just mean that you know more about that planet than you do anywhere else, which is legitimate.
Logical, got it.
Legit.
And all of your skills are good to go. Put all that stuff in there, which works out.
Yes.
And I would say that Weasel is done.
I got 40 credits left if there's anything I should get. I didn't get much. It's in my other equipment section. I listed actually everything.
And its price. For 40 credits, I don't know that there's anything you really need for 40 credits. You're probably better off just keeping your credits, and in case you had to buy something whenever you get somewhere, you have at least a little
Maybe
bit of
one more
spending.
Lazarus patch? Yeah, I'll do it.
Oh, yeah.
That works. Yeah, I mean, it gets you down to 10.
I'm done.
We have a Weasel.
I have another question about stuff. So, I may have gotten some trade medals because shiny and all that. So it talks about 1 kilo in the description. The encumbrance is 1. Is that 1 kilo, or what is encumbrance in terms of actual weight?
Where are you at?
Under exploration gear, page 40.
Okay.
So I got trade medals, encumbrance of 1. In the description, it talks about a kilo worth of trade medals can be exchanged for as much as 1,000 credits. So, what is that encumbrance in terms of weight? Do we know what that is? I just kind of need an idea, because I mean I know I don't have a kilo.
You definitely don't have a kilogram. And it says that a kilogram will sell for about 1,000.
Yeah.
Kilo is 1,000, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have 10 grams worth of trade metal, and when you reach 1,000 grams, you would have the
Yeah.
yeah.
1,000 grams is a kilogram. So each one is worth. It's just worth 10. Okay.
Yeah,
That makes sense. That's what I paid for it. Sorry. I was having a weird brain issue.
you're good. I think we got it mostly somewhat explained.
Math. Not good.
Where are we at, guys? Matt's done. I know that. I double checked his.
I think
I'm
I'm
done.
done.
Pretty sure Christina is almost done. I'm gonna.
Yeah. What am I missing?
Oh, nothing that's actually important. I was just gonna fill in your current experience, your experience at your next level, which will be at 1,510 experience. Which is not the same for everybody. It will depend on your class at what level you will level up. Wow, that was wonderful. You filled the rest of that out already. Cracklin' McSnaps.
That's the best name.
Pilot
I like it.
McSnaps. And did that one. So you're my last one. You're the one at the bottom.
Sweet.
Are you gonna lock us out of each other's character sheets?
Do I need to?
No, I just opened somebody else's, and then I was like, oh, I've not been able to do that before.
Yeah, when I was setting them up, I was just kind of letting everyone can see everything. Because it allows for the, oh shit, my computer won't let me get onto roll 20, and then you can be like, hey, just click on my character sheet and roll that shit for me. It has its benefits. Okay. So we've got Captain Vim. So, Captain Vim, how'd you find your pilot? Like, did you know the guy? Did Did you run into him and find out he was the hottest shit in town? I mean, you two. How do you know each other? Give me something.
Yeah, we went. Honestly, I don't know about because my background. I was in the military with the GCP before I went, out on my own. Did Cracklin McSnaps? Was he in the military as well?
No, he was not.
Okay. Well, then I would say I met him on his home planet in that bar.
Yeah.
I like that.
Ended up stranded there, asked around at that local bar, and got told he was the hottest shit in town?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Said you're hired.
Met at Spacer Bar. Evie.
Yo.
I mean, it's very easy for you guys to have all met at a Spacer Bar, considering you're very spacer-oriented.
Well, I figure what happened was I was like monitoring, local comm channels on my
Okay.
comm pad, just kind of tapping in, hearing like local mic feeds and stuff, and I overheard them talking about setting up their ship and needing to get some, crew. And I just like popped up at their table and was like, "Hey, I hear you need like a computer nav person. Here's my resume."
You hacked your way into the job.
I did.
She was the hottest shit in town.
Yeah, at least
Excellent.
on DataPad.
I mean, anybody who knows what you're talking about from a long ways away and then shows up unannounced is either stalking you or really good at computers.
I thought it was for my own personal safety. I thought it would be best just to keep her close.
And Weasel, have they located you yet? And you're a member
I'm
of the
thinking
crew?
I was trying to stow away at my routine, and they caught me. But I told them I was a healer, and they said, "All right, we'll give you a shot."
Okay. So
I
you're,
don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? That work or not?
that works perfectly fine by me.
That sounds
Captain, would you immediately jettison this Weasel?
Oh, no. I am lenient.
Oh, good to know.
Okay.
We got our team.
Woo.
Okay. So, where we join our... is everyone ready to go? Do we need any
Yes.
more explanation or anything?
ready.
For the record, when I
Ready.
ask you guys for skill checks, if you open your character sheet and just click the die next to... I didn't fill that in for Cracklin McSnaps, and I should have. If you click the die next to it, if it's filled out, it will automatically roll for you.
Nice.
So we don't have to deal with all of the ridiculous rolling. So, for example, if I wanted a navigation check, and I'm going to use Moss's intelligence. You're not getting any assistance, and the roll comes up just like that.
Nice.
Did you fill out my psionics and my AC, or?
I
don't
filled
know.
out your saving throws. I did not fill out your psionics yet.
We should all probably have our AC ready to go, or not really. It doesn't matter.
In your case, you're wearing a leather
I got
jacket.
the medal, and I got a level 2 shield. I assumed it was 50.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Assuming they went level 1, 2, 3, 4.
So
Or
you're-
is it 0, 1, 2, 3? I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, 10 to 100 doesn't scale nicely.
Yeah.
Wait,
So-
did we get all the important skills? We got pilot and navigator. What was the third one?
Computers, you got it.
Starships.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you guys should be fine. You guys have combat gunnery taken care of. You have vehicle space taken care of. You have navigation taken care of, and you have computers taken care of. So, as far as all the major skills you have to be able to travel, you guys are perfectly fine and dandy.
Alright.
And Your disciplines are going to be...
I don't think I don't know if I spent 50 on the shield. I don't know what I got. Maybe I did it wrong.
No, you're good. It's just a low-level energy shield.
Okay. That part's weird.
Boom. Okay. We will worry about your psionic points at a later time, whenever I have a little more time to read with it, because
Sure.
though you may be using them all over the damn place, I don't think you're going to run out with a high wisdom score. And if Vinial out there would like to read up on that for me and let me know how many psi points he would have, I'd be happy to read from him. We've made it, guys. We're through character creation.
Yeah.
Yay!
Which brings us aboard...
Let's drink.
brings us aboard the Odyssey, the fateful ship that will take you on adventures and guide you through the galaxy. As you all know, you have already picked up a large parcel from the Colonial Company. They generally deal in hydroponics and livestock production. You currently have a 10 by 10 metal crate with a lot of computer screens and monitors on it. Some of them seem to be reading biological signs. Some of them seem to be keeping track of, water and heat and temperature and all the things that you need to regulate to keep plants and animals alive. Clearly visual on the outside. You are on your way to Ademptus, a world that one of you would know quite well, to deliver these goods. And Weasel, would you be so kind as to give me a Culture Ademptus roll?
Is that a D20?
No, it's 2D. Just open your character sheet, scroll down to your culture.
I'm on it.
And then click your die. Boom.
It says input value, strength. Why did it do that? It wants an input value.
You are using intelligence.
Okay.
As far as the skill you'll use for each thing, it's entirely situational.
Okay.
Okay. You know all the shit about this planet.
I was born there.
Right. You were born there, and in your time on that planet, you... How old is your character, just out of curiosity?
I'm thinking young as you can do that makes it realistic.
Okay, so
personally.
15, 16, somewhere in there.
Sure.
You're able to survive.
Yeah. Okay.
You were on the world right
Can I at least be 18? I mean, really?
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
on.
we'll give you 18. You can be as old as young as you want. I don't mind.
Let's go 19 years of old.
19 years of old.
Right.
You were there before the world was quarantined due to the dangers of the weapons that are produced on that world. When that world was quarantined, a defense system was set up that was to ward off any ships from entering that planet's space. Lucky for you guys, though, you've got some good intel from Jace Jackson at the Colonial Corp that the defenses are down on the eastern side of the, or not the eastern, but the western hemisphere of the planet. And you should be able to fly in there and land without a problem. The population on this world used to be in the millions before the Scream. Since then, the pollution and lack of plant life on this world has driven the population down to a mere 100,000. There are a few small communities that still run factories for the GCP and other organizations, but the majority of the industry in this world has been silenced along with the Scream.
What's our cargo again? It was food, right?
It is. You guys haven't actually opened it. You know that it's biological in some form. It's either plant life or animal life or a combination of the two.
And that's the main thing this town is deprived of?
Right. Food and starvation is one of those things that this planet has an abundance of.
And we're transporting because someone else hired us, or because we want to sell it ourselves?
You guys were hired by the Colonial Corp to make the delivery.
All right.
The purchase is already... The Colonial Corp sold it to Admentus, but because of the quarantine, they can't just deliver it, so they hired you guys to drop it off for them.
Scarnex. This sounds like dark matter. Got it.
Can we tell what's in that crate?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
If you guys want to examine it more
What is it?
closely, your best chance would be with a computers type check.
Yeah, I want to do a computer scan. Kind of just gently hack it without interfering with its operations.
Absolutely.
So, let's see. Computer intelligence, I assume.
Yeah.
Assisted, no.
You open up basically the main command console, you fold out the keyboard, you start typing in it a little bit, and you immediately get a list of everything inside the container. There are 4 genetically modified chickens. They are made to produce eggs at higher quantities and be able to breed without the need of a rooster.
Okay.
You will also see a hydroponics layout in another zone that currently has corn, soy, and a couple small trees that it's working on producing. Those will need to be transferred to a larger hydroponics plant or facility in the future, but they will be able to sustain for several months, if not a year, inside this containment unit.
Alright, so the manifest seems legit. I want to show the printout to the captain. Sounds like just normal stuff. Just as a question, if this place is under quarantine, what kind of procedure do you think we should have for delivering these supplies? It sounds kind of risky.
That was a question to Vem, right?
Yeah, sorry. I think so.
Well, that's okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, Ademptus it's quarantined, but so like, there's people there and they need the help, but they're quarantined, so people just can't get to them through official means, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So our job is just to kind of sneak under the radar, get them the stuff they need, and get out before we get caught. What are the repercussions if we are caught trying to get in?
The GCP would generally put a warrant out for your guys' arrest and have questions on why you were there and what you were doing, with possible jail time or other punishments as necessary.
Okay, so basically, we need to know what kind of surveillance equipment they have, what we need to circumvent. Sorry, my brain just shut down.
So where are we right now? Are we approaching Ademptus right now?
Right. I skipped the point where you guys took the jumps and all that. You guys are approaching
Okay.
the planet. And I was trying
Yeah,
to
so-
get through all the description stuff so that we can then work on what exactly you guys want to do.
So, Weasel, what do you know about like local planetary surveillance, satellites or whatever?
I want to be able to give these guys the best landing point, but I don't, do I set the roll or something?
If you'd like, you could give me a culture Ademptus roll again, but with your current roll of your 12, which is a hell of a roll, you would know that the planetary defenses were set up so that anything that tried to land on the planet would be shot out of the sky.
Oh.
And if the intel you got from the Colonial Corp is good, you already have a landing zone available to you that you should be able to come in at.
And she asked about surveillance. I mean, I don't how tech that needs. What do I tell her?
You know that the planet security is not manned by a human being, it's manned by computers.
Wow.
So basically anything it sees in the air entering the atmosphere, it will shoot at, period. It does not distinguish between anything, any type of vehicle, any person. If you are not supposed to be there and you don't have proper codes, it will try and shoot you out of the sky.
Cool. So it's protected by Star Wars, and it's right up your alley there, Evie. All hacks.
All right. So, since
we
that's
being
the
met?
case,
Sorry.
no, go
I
ahead.
have, I have a question. Like, what's the relationship between Colonial Corp and like the government?
Yeah.
Why are they trying to sneak shit past the government?
Okay, so each one of the major corporations has their own ulterior motives, but they're all bound together by the Galactic Confederate document they signed that basically caused peace to show up. But Colonial Corp, if they were trying to get a hold of like a schematic for some weapons, or they wanted to try and get, say, a specific item off that planet, they would simply trade for it with somebody there that they could work dark channels around and avoid the GCP's constant watch.
So they're not at odds with each other. They
It's
just
just they just separate.
There's no direct conflict between the GCP and anybody, because you can't just fight the police outright.
So are
Okay.
is the person we're meeting, are they at the landing zone that we've been told is clear?
Yes, there's supposed to be someone there to meet you.
So we just land, give them the crate, and then hightail it out as fast as we can.
Pretty much.
Okay.
At least that's how you guys understand it.
Do
And
you
it's really
prefer to
not
be
an
called
urgency
Captain
thing, right?
Vim?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just asking Captain Vim or Vim. Sorry.
No, there
Either way, I'm pretty relaxed.
there is no current urgency that'll force you guys to deliver it in any hurry or get off the world in any hurry that you are aware of.
Does our ship have the capability of scanning to make sure that that safe zone is actually there?
Absolutely.
Let's do that.
Ship scanning and detection. Christina, will you give me a computers check?
Yes. I was also going to ask Vim if he would like me to try and monitor like communications and see maybe if we can contact the people and find out if that's like a legit landing site, just to make sure everything's safe.
You mean the Colonial Corp? Just double check with them, or are we?
Either Colonial Corps or just monitor, any sort of communications traffic, just to make sure that, they're
Yeah,
not like
I
monitoring
would like to
outside.
think. I would like to think that if we're because if we're approaching a planet that we're not technically supposed to be at, I would definitely like the police scanner to be going.
Okay. So I want to do that too. That's
Okay.
my sad roll of 8 for whatever I was rolling for.
That was for your ability to scan the planet and scan the local area.
Okay. And so then now I need to do one for the communications, or?
Yes. Second roll.
Cursed dice. No!
You are fairly certain that there are no other major ships in the area, or even small ships in the area, but you can't get a bead on what systems are working and what systems aren't working on the planet. The zone that you guys were targeted to land at appears to be reasonably safe, but you cannot confirm that your intel is good with the information you have.
Alright.
Walking into a hornet's nest.
Yeah. Come
Have to
this
talk
far.
our way out.
Yeah, I would think. I say we approach.
Okay. Cracklin McSnaps.
Yep.
Would you mind giving me a vehicle space as you begin to approach the planet? And then I will continue with a small exposition, and we'll see where we go from there.
Big money, big money, big money. Oh, what's the attribute? Bitch.
I would take int wisdom, dex. Technically, you could use. If it was a difficult landing, you could possibly use strength. Just kind of depends on how you want to argue it. Are you trying to gracefully like dip it in underneath all the radars and stuff that you can see?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
So like dexterity.
Dexterity.
Yeah. Okay. And then assisted.
If somebody was going to help you with piloting, they could roll, and if they roll a 7 or better, they will give you a +1. Does anyone else have vehicle space that could even help?
I don't think so.
Assisted is 0.
Okay. There you go.
And 8. Okay. So you guys have flown into the sector, kind of made your first lap around the planet. Your scanners show that the defenses do appear to be somewhat functioning, but it's hard to tell where and when they are functioning. As Cracklin McSnap begins to enter the atmosphere, actually, as you start flying towards the planet, you guys will receive a broadcast hailing. I'm assuming you'll answer it. And that hailing will be your standard. This is a quarantine zone. Please leave the area. If you do not and continue to try and enter our airspace, we'll be forced to deploy defensive measures and shoot you out of the sky. Continuing in as expected?
Yeah,
So
this
that
is an
turned out-
automated.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
So, as you begin to bring it down, you start getting a sight of your landing area, and it doesn't appear as though you guys are landing at a standard shipyard. The coordinates they gave you for where you would be landing actually appears to be out in an old, like, industrial complex.
Sketchy.
As you fly over, I actually should create characters for all you guys. As you fly over, you'll see a large amount of old warehouses that seem mostly unused. There's also a couple warehouses that seem to have smoke still coming out of them. Factories near those warehouses that have smoke coming out of them. Windows are broken. Buildings are in shambles. Some of the buildings look as though they were hit with like a major energy barrage or something during the wars that occurred after the Scream.
Home sweet home.
And you guys will manage to touch down your ship in an abandoned parking lot that has about 7 or 8 rundown, beaten up old jalopies parked in it that don't look like they've moved in 100 years. Across the street from that parking lot, you will see a warehouse, and out front there appear to be 2 armed guards standing at the door.
They see us?
Yes, they saw you land. They're still holding position, and you guys are still on board your ship.
And there's no way to tell if they're friendly or not? Not from here?
Not really.
I could precog. I could precog check that, but I kind of want to save it. I don't understand how many times a day I could use it.
You get to use... Each time you use your psychic power, I believe it burns 1 point because they're level 1 abilities. And with a 14 wisdom score, you get 14 points a day. Steven,
wow.
or Vinial,
You can
you can confirm that for me if you would, please.
I mean, I don't mind just like answering his question, giving a shot, going, "Let me think about it," and then I don't know. But I'd rather save it for something more traumatic than the first landing.
Right, yeah, that's fine. So I imagine if it was a problem, they would have already been showing signs of aggression. So I'm gonna assume that they're legit and they're on the level.
No.
I'll go with whatever the captain said.
I could maybe try and do a basic like certificate check of their system and see if it checks out that they're a legitimate authority, maybe? Like, they aren't just dressed up like cops, but they have an actual cop vehicle?
I could do a perception check. I have perception.
That'd be fine. I'll take it.
Well,
You could have anyone else with perception help you.
Where's it at here? Where's it at?
Perception, it'll be on the right side, about 4 things down from where skills start.
I just click the dice next to it, and it'll do all the work for me. All right, here we go. What's the value on? What's the?
Perception, you're using. Well, you're trying to distinguish if they're hostile or not.
Yeah.
So that's either intelligence or wisdom, in my opinion. Are you basing it off of previous actions you've seen, or are you basing it off of what you see from them right now?
Ugh, yeah. Let's go with what I'm seeing right now.
Okay. So, int.
All right. Submit. Is it assisted, or does anybody else have perception?
I don't.
I don't have it.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't know.
Do this. Ugh.
Ugh. As you look through, the main viewer and the command deck, you know that the uniform they're wearing is something important. It reminds you of like when you picked up the package just a little bit, but you can't put your thumb on it.
Okay.
And otherwise, they don't seem to be acting hostilely towards the ship in any way at this point.
So they kind of look like the guys we got the crate from, and they're not running at us and calling on radios and dropping airstrikes. So,
Correct.
Unless anybody has objections, I say we head on out and get this done. Get off this planet.
Let's do it.
It's good to me.
Can't wait to touch home planet world again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to be back
That's
on this shithole.
Yeah. Still gone.
All right, let's head
A
out.
couple people want me, but whatever. Wanted for.
Okay. Now, if you guys look at your Roll20, you can see kind of the map. I have not picked out icons for you guys yet, or tokens.
Cool.
So we will do that abruptly and quickly, just to get on with what we're doing. So basically you guys have managed to load up the crate on a hover skid, get it off the back of the ship without any problem at all, start wheeling it towards the front doors. The guards at the front door will basically... You're going to walk up on 2 guys that seem to be in full body armor, each holding combat rifles. Their faces are uncovered and appear to both be male gentlemen of unknown descent. I like that one. And as you walk up to the door, he'll be like, "What do you have? What are you here for?"
We were. Go ahead.
I just said tourism.
Yeah, just checking it out.
I mean, are we
asked what
really
have.
smuggling this, or are they expecting it? I don't know.
They're totally expecting it.
Yeah,
They
like,
just-
these guys seem. Yeah, I'm gonna tell them we got the crate with the screens.
You guys were supposed to be delivering that package. You got here much faster than we expected. We expected to be holed up here for another day. It appears our scientists haven't quite finished with the returning package that we'll be sending with you.
And we were not told about that, right?
No.
This is news. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what returning package? That wasn't explained to us.
It's not part of the deal, man.
Don't mind it, sir. I'm sure that once you get inside and you meet with your contact, it'll all be explained quite easily.
Is he in there? Or
Yeah.
she?
And they will open the door and allow you to wheel everything in.
So are we getting paid extra for this?
Yeah. We'll talk to the contact, I think.
Okay, so as you guys go inside, I'm still working on tokens for you guys. The 2 security guards will walk in behind you and shut the door. I'm going to not bother putting a crate down for you guys because it's not necessary. Okay,
Can I roll another perception check?
Absolutely.
And this one's going to go on wisdom, just based on past experience. I want to see how I'm feeling.
Okay.
Ten.
Actually, you know exactly who the guy is on the inside of this building. You're actually quite startled to see him, considering he's the guy who gave you the original crate. His name is Jace Jackson.
All right. Well, then I'm going to approach him. Greet him.
Ah! You've made it with my goods. I assume they've made it here without any other damage.
Oh yeah, everything's fine. How did you get here so fast?
You see, it's much easier to sneak a single man onto a planet than it is a large amount of things. So I just jumped here faster than you and set up while we were here. If
Guard outside said that you wanted to send us back with something. I don't remember us talking about that.
Oh no, we haven't talked about that yet. I didn't need you guys knowing too much. Had you gotten caught on your way here? Yes. If you guys
that guy fired. Just kidding. All right.
If you guys are up for it, I have another parcel that I do need delivered, and it pays a pretty penny.
By the way, how much were we getting paid for this original job?
Your original job's going to get you about 30,000 credits.
Damn.
You say damn, but the ship
Yes.
payment for the month is almost 30,000 credits. So this was your guys' break-even job.
Yeah, well, how much extra are we getting for taking this package back?
Well, I
That's
mean,
what I want to know.
you're not going to be sneaking it into a world that doesn't want you there. You're not going to be chased down or hassled for it, as I can tell. So I could give you 10,000 credits to drop this off for me, and fuel costs, I suppose.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm thinking because we still have to leave this planet.
Yes.
While they're
We have to
talking,
escape this place.
Yeah.
can I use my compad to try and like access records on this to see
Yeah.
what's up?
Sure. Give me a
Google
computer
it.
check.
Standing around.
Let's Google this guy.
Yeah, look him up on Facebook.
Facebook,
Take his
yeah.
Facebook. That's funny.
Good old Spacebook.
Spitter.
Yes.
What number was that, just out of curiosity, so I
Yeah.
don't have to click away?
All right.
He's got a full Wikipedia page, completely up to date.
That's right.
She crushed
Reliable
it.
sources.
I'm taking it, she crushed it. Yeah, she crushed it. Yeah, no, this guy's high up at Colonial Corp. Like, he's like top 5 in command. He runs his own division there. He takes care of R&D for the Colonial Corp. He's been working there 30 years now, which seems amazing considering he only looks about 40 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as Spacebook is concerned, he's clean.
Okay, so I look at all that and I kind of just want to casually gesture to the captain, like, he seems like he's okay, and just kind of like show him the data pad.
Okay. Can I? Do you mind if I ask what all this stuff is for here?
Oh, this planet is in desperate need. They need food, they need plants, and if they're ever going to get this pollution problem under control, we are going to have to start planting trees and somehow manage to keep them alive in this barren waste.
Okay.
So, what do you guys think? You already got the crate here. I've got a briefcase full of money for you. You want to take another job? Drop this off for me?
I think we should get more.
Yeah, I kind of feel like because if we're off planet and we get caught, or if we try to leave planet and we get caught, I mean, what's stopping us from telling them who we're working for? Like, I want to.
Oh, it's simple. They won't believe you.
That's true. That's probably true.
Colonial Corp has been working peacefully with GCP for almost 50 years.
Gotcha.
Try and besmirch my name. I dare you. I do a better job myself.
Wouldn't dream of it. I mean, we're leaving anyway. Where exactly are we taking this back to?
You gotta give me half a second.
Yeah, that's fine.
Probably should do that.
So when I was hacking him, or looking him up, did I access any personal emails or anything like that? Since I got a 12.
Not from Spacebook. That would have to require you acting like his comm panel.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good on that, I think.
Yeah. Sorry. I only need you to take it a short distance, not far at all. If you could take it to Magus, that would be probably for the best.
Magus.
Can we get the galaxy map back up?
Absolutely. I will flip you guys back over to it. There you go.
Okay. Magus is...
I also have you guys prepped to refuel here.
Okay.
And resupply your rations.
Yeah, I mean, we're leaving anyway.
It's 2 spots away, but I still would say we're about 20,000.
You guys want to group huddle and work on a plan while you all can
Yeah,
talk and I'm not
He was
listening?
he was offering 15, right?
He was offering 10.
Oh,
Yeah, he was only offering 10 for the return trip.
definitely more than that.
30 to get in and
mean, if
10
we
to go
can-
back.
I don't
we
want to
can
push
get
it
20,
too far
that's great.
though.
Yeah, I'd like to get 20. I don't know if we can. I think we could try to push for 20 and settle for 15.
Injuries.
But does anybody have a persuade?
I have persuade.
We might need to try that just to kind of talk him into it. But
If you would like,
yeah,
Chris,
let's-
if you guys are going to persuade, feel free to roll the dice and then tell me what your character says based on the die roll.
okay.
Okay.
I mean, it's one of the easy
So,
ways to go.
persuade, charisma? I have a pretty high charisma. My charisma is 12. Oh, my intelligence is 14 though. So, but charisma makes more sense, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
you're
Yeah,
totally
it might-
trying to seduce the dude.
Well, I'm not trying to seduce the dude. Okay. No. So, I just want to say, to Magus, huh?
Yes, ma'am,
Well-
to Magus.
I'm born and raised on Magus, and I understand the ins and outs pretty well. And, I really think that 20,000 seems much more reasonable for such a risky job.
Oh, madame, I'm giving you an opportunity to visit home. How often are you given the opportunity to go home? I mean,
I just
20,000.
I wanna, shake my head and look at Vim and go, Magus, he doesn't understand. It's pretty bad.
All right, Jace. What is it you're wanting us to take to Magus?
It's just this simple wooden crate over here.
What's inside it?
Is it full of air or?
Well, it does have several electronic components that are going to be put into a ship there. But I'd rather not go into the details of it, as most of it is considered top secret.
Hmm. If you can give me the gist of it, and 15,000, we'll take it.
15,000. Kind of tell you what's... I mean, I'm not going to beat that. And he looks over at the scientist, and the scientist nods his head back, and he's like, okay, we've got a deal. And he will be like, this crate contains the newest and finest in multifocal laser technology. It fires burst round beams and the computer systems necessary to handle it. We have a ship that may be acquiring something of this sort in the future, and we just need the components dropped off so the final product can be delivered.
This is a
I
weapon.
just wanna,
Okay.
yeah, I wanna.
Yeah, and if we're caught
mutter-
with this, how much trouble are we in?
Probably a lot, I would think.
Well,
And this is on a quarantine planet, so it's something sketchy.
considering it's not strictly known that this exists, it
Probably not awesome to get caught with.
It could be a bad deal, but you guys made it here with no problem, and there should be even less security on your way that direction.
Yeah, but we were bringing in chickens and corn,
Yeah, that's
not
way different.
weapons.
I want to whisper something to the captain.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll be like, Captain, what happens if we like sell this to somebody else?
Ooh.
See, and and that crossed my mind, but if it legitimately is like cutting edge, state of the art stuff, I mean, would we even know who to go to, and would it even be worth it?
I'm all wondering, like, what happens if we did like use this ourselves or steal it? How would these guys, like, what is their threat level to us really? Like, he doesn't even sound that intimidating yet, really. He doesn't sound like one of those. bully
Which
types.
kind of scares me a little bit, honestly. He's
got
a little too nice about
he's
it.
got this corporation behind him with
Yeah,
probably a lot of money.
Yeah, limitless
Well-
resources. Yeah.
I want to kind of, say I am from Magus, and we're like cutting edge shipbuilding technology there. If this is something that's, new and upcoming and legitimate, I can look at it and tell you, who might be able to sell it potentially. If,
Okay.
I'm good. I was just curious.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, it's a deal then. Yeah, we'll take it.
15,000, a refueling, some rationing, and you're dropping off this here for me. Awesome. And he will walk up the stairs. He will come back down with a metallic briefcase. He will hand it to you. His guards will load the crate that you guys brought in up into storage. They will put the other crate out so it is available to you, so you guys can load it onto your ship. And can I get a perception check from everybody, anybody, or all of the above?
I have like a -1 in perception.
That's fine. You can roll it. I mean,
Shit.
I'm still trying to find the fucking thing.
Yeah, you'll probably do better than me.
Wisdom.
Sure.
No.
Oh. Thank you. God.
Got it.
Oh my God. Bad.
Mr. McSnaps.
Snap senses are tingling.
I guess I must have a perception. Mine's set to 0.
Yes, you got the skill.
Yeah,
Oh,
Nice.
awesome.
Is it? Do I pick a what's attribute, or did you already say?
Intelligence or wisdom will work.
Okay.
So whichever one's higher. Ugh.
Oh.
All you can see is this super shiny crate. Like, the crate literally has, like, light coming out of it.
Disco great.
It's like the briefcase in Pulp Fiction. It's
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Jace Jackson brings you back down the suitcase full of the credits he owes you. Inside it has the code so you guys can refuel right outside. There happens to be a fuel tower. And by the time you finish looking through the case and you look up, you notice that no one's around. McSnaps, you less entertained by this weapon, paying more attention, noticed that one of the security guards had come back in the room, like waved at Jace, said something to them, and the majority, or basically everyone who was there dealing with it, immediately headed out the door, up into the upper area, and you begin to hear the sound of a grab vehicle powering up.
Man,
They
this
got out
is
of here in a hurry.
yeah, they
this is
ran.
super sketchy. I think we should bail out.
Yeah, we need to bail.
I want to
yeah.
like bring up this police scanners again on my compad
Yeah.
just to like
Mm-hmm.
see if I can figure out if there's something coming. This compad thing is awesome, guys. Just can't say. Intelligence.
You do so a unusual amount of traffic going on at this moment on your scanners. You can't seem to make out exactly what it is because the feed seems to be encrypted. But
But it was pretty quiet before, right?
no, it was super quiet before.
Okay. They went upstairs. Like, can we see where they went?
They go. Oh yeah, you guys are not on the same map anymore because I haven't moved you back over. Okay, now that we're back over here, I've got 3 of your characters. You saw all of them kind of venture up into this like secondary loft area that I'm moving all of them to. But once they make it around that corner, they became out of sight to where you guys were.
So they're looking at upstairs office. So they're not leaving.
That or they got some way to get to the roof. Like, is this only like a 2-story building?
Yeah, it's the standard warehouse. It's the double story with I-beams across it, and
Did we? No, it's too late now.
And you said when we came in, those 2 guards shut the door behind us. Is it locked?
no, it is not locked. But they closed it behind you whenever they walked in with you.
Yeah. Hmm.
I think
Where's-
we need to get out of here.
Where's the weapon that they were taking? Did they load it onto the ship for us already? Or?
That's this crate.
Oh, okay.
The glowing crate.
And so we're expected to grab that and drag it out there with us with all the possible.
Whatever the shits are incoming. I feel like
Let's grab it and go. I say we grab it and we get off this planet as fast as possible.
Alright.
I would love to go chase him down, but I don't think we have time. If radio traffic's really picked up that much, I say we just get out and meet up with him later.
Well, he already gave us the money, right?
Yeah, we got the 30K, right?
Yeah.
No, he gave us the extra 15, didn't he?
It's up front.
No, that's upon delivery.
So he.
You guys have the 30K from the original job. You have the ration packages that should restock your rations from the journey you just took. And you have a card that'll allow you to fuel up at this pump that's just outside, but that's going to take some time.
Okay. And when they went upstairs, is there a door? Did they close the door behind them up there?
There is a door. It is shut, but it's just a little standard wooden door.
Door. So we can either he didn't pay us, so we could totally just jet with some rations and deal with the consequences later. We could chase him upstairs and see what that's about, because if they're still up there, then I assume that's the safe spot to be. Or we just try to load the crate and get. What do you guys think?
He was sketchy.
Yeah, like what are they?
Like,
They're either running from something or hiding from something.
They're definitely hiding something.
I got a crazy idea. Well, I mean, what if one of us goes and flies the ship away, makes them think we're all bailing, but we stay behind and see what happens?
See, I thought about that. Well, you could precog this too, couldn't you? And see.
Yeah, you let me know when you want me to do that.
I mean, would we be able to tell if they're still up there?
Okay.
Or if they've.
So the way precog omen works, the precog may force brief subconsciousness examination of future possibilities. The precog must have the relative straightforward choice before her, perhaps to open a box, swallow a pill, or go into a space bar. The precog will receive a distance sense of whether following the course of action will result in physical injury or mental distress within the next 10 minutes, according to the GM's best judgment of likely outcomes. This power can be used only once per hour.
That's pretty good. I think we're pretty focused. I don't know. Like, the thing is, in the chat, Vanille's saying I can only do it once a day right now, but you said 14, and we like your version a lot better. But
well, you can only use it once an hour either way, and at this point we have less than an hour left of our overall.
That's true.
Sure, I'll meditate on it.
Yeah, let's see what happens if we chase this guy upstairs. I want to see that, because I think getting out of here is probably the best, safest bet, but I want to see what happens if we run after him.
Okay. Weasel, would you like to describe what it looks like whenever you go into your meditative precog state? Was it exactly like you were just showing us?
Yes. With a lot more purples and greens flying around.
Okay.
Nice.
So you begin to shimmer with a purple and green. And let's see here. a sense of whether the course of action will result in physical harm or injury or mental distress within the next 10 minutes.
I can guarantee mental distress either way.
You're pretty sure that if you chase after him, it will result in harm. Not necessarily from him, but
just wasting time.
The sense of pain and agony that you get looking into that path seems to overwhelm you a little bit.
Let's get out of here!
Let's. If we will the crate slow us down? Honestly, or
you guys have? I've just straight up told you earlier. I gave you a hover skid, or basically a hover dolly equivalent. So once you guys get the thing lifted and set onto the hover dolly, you can move it at your standard movement rate as long as you got somebody strong to push it.
I'll grab it. Let's go.
As you guys rush out the front doors of the building, you hear sirens wailing off in the distance. Standing near your ship, you see a large man cloaked in black armor, holding a weapon.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's holding a weapon. Has he seen us?
No, he seems to be examining the vessel.
Okay. Does he have anybody with him? It's just him?
Just seems to be him. There's a car a little further away. If you guys want to give me a perception check real quick, I'll tell you more about that. But there seems to be a single manned car a little ways off, and him standing near the vessel looking around.
Can I ask if Weasel, if he knows whether or not that's a normal look for the authorities on this planet since he's from here?
Yeah, ask him.
Hey, Weasel.
My answer is
no. That appears to be a GCP officer.
Of course it does. Well, yeah. And I don't recognize him because my perception skill check was a 4.
Actually, the uniform you would know very well. You would have known he's a GCP officer. You just don't know who he is.
Right. Okay.
So, no killing him.
They're just gonna ask why we're.
Okay, so we're not in possession anything right now.
I've got the damn crate on a hover skid.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Shit, man.
I can totally just push it off to the side and then put my hands behind my back, like start whistling and looking off in the.
That was there.
Like,
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
How did that get there? What is that?
Nothing was there when we got here.
Yeah. That's amazing here.
I swear, I've never seen that in my entire life.
So he hasn't noticed us yet. Can we, literally though, can we, hide? Can we, get out of sight?
Yes, if you guys have someone with a stealth skill, which I know you do,
yeah.
You could use that to try and find cover, or if you were trying to just conceal the box for a short period of time, it would just depend on what you were after.
I mean, I think it's
the... Just sneak up on him and force punch him in the head with my kinesis rex. I mean, it's just a question.
Okay, yeah.
Not an action.
Let's think about this one. Would tactics help here with the hiding?
Absolutely. I'll let you give a tactics bonus to a stealth check.
Okay.
So the way Weasel will roll your stealth
or just
roll.
the box?
I kind of want to hide everybody if we can. If we have to run back into the building to do it, but that's, oh god.
Hey, could I use stealth to hide the box and then, we could retrieve it later?
Yeah, I'm kind of wanting to hide all of us if we can.
Also remember,
maybe just wait him out. He's probably going to wait forever.
Yeah, I was like, and I don't know.
Yeah, let's just hide the box. Yeah, try to hide the box.
We can just hide the box and maybe try and.
Could I use my computer skills to
you have your hand raised,
hack our
Master?
IDs?
Weasel, you would know that the ship itself being on this planet is not really normal. Ships are shot out of the sky before they land on the planet. As far as interstellar transport on and off world, it's super limited.
So, if we are seen, we have no chance, is what I'm getting.
The ship itself is suspect.
Okay. We're not necessarily suspect, but it adds up.
Could I try and like hack the GCP communications network and make us like
Maybe we
a,
can't get off this rock with that same ship.
like we have orders to be here?
If you want to give me a computer check to try and like hack his compad.
Yeah, or just to make something like official looking?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I like it. It's something.
It's gonna take you a couple minutes.
Sorry, I'm on the. I apologize, you guys. I didn't mean to.
Okay, so while I'm doing that, do either of you have persuade or something to kind of distract him?
I do not. I don't have persuade.
Matt, do you have persuade?
I don't think so.
Mixed snaps. You have a 17, which is a +1, right?
Yeah, and charisma.
Okay, so that would give you a 0 if you were trying to use the skill untrained.
Okay.
Oh, let's try it.
Well then, yeah, I'm gonna try the persuade then.
Okay, so let me make sure I got this going on right now. You got Weasel working on trying to hide the crate. We have Evie working on coming up with documentation to seem legitimate for why your ship is here. And the captain and the pilot are about to go talk to the guy by their ship. Am I right?
Yeah.
That's everybody's
Yeah, I think
everything?
so.
Sounds about right.
Okay, so I need a stealth check from Weasel, I need a tactics check from Captain Vim, and I need a persuasion check from Cracklin McSnaps.
Alright, now do I need to change this to 0 from -1?
When you add your bonus for charisma, it'll balance. It auto
Gotcha,
does
okay.
it.
Bonus for
So yeah, for my tactics check, am I using intelligence or wisdom?
I would say use whichever's higher.
Whichever's okay.
Because you've
So,
got military training on what's going on. You should know basically what his standard protocol procedure is.
Yeah.
So do I need to put anything under assisted?
You get a +1.
+1, there we go, okay. Bitch.
Okay. So if you guys can manage to talk to this guy for a couple minutes, you're pretty sure that Evie will have managed to come up with a document that'll allow you guys to get past GCP, at least temporarily. Weasel, question for you. Are you just trying to hide it in like the alley? Or are you trying to like sneakily get it around to where you can try and like throw it on the ship real quick? Or, I mean, there's only one guy standing by the ship and he's about to be talking to people.
What do you think the captain would have wanted?
Is the guy right by the ramp? Like, I mean, is it going to be literally 2 inches from his back, or is it on the other side of the ship?
It could be either.
Oh, yeah, no.
I haven't exactly positioned where he's at standing around the ship.
I say we don't risk it right now.
Yeah, I don't want to push our luck. I'd say just try to make it blend in with whatever's over there so it doesn't look weird.
Cool. That's where I was going originally, too.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Cool.
as Cracklin
Bash it.
McStaps and Captain Vim begin to walk forward, the man standing by the vehicle will hear you, turn around, look at you, and be like, "What are you doing?" and then point his rifle at you. "What are you doing here?"
Hey, we have a perfectly legit reason to be here. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know what to say.
You don't look like Admantusians.
Well, see, that's a funny story. I'm not. I am Zahiran. Have you ever been to what is it? Zahira?
Zahira?
Yeah.
Of course
You look really familiar.
Of course I've been to Zahira, sir. We are all trained there.
Right. Well, I was too. I was trained in Zahira too. I'm GCP.
Oh. Do you have your identification card? I could just swipe you in.
Sure do. I don't have that.
Yeah. About that time...
Evie does, yeah.
Evie, thank you. I knew it just got said. Evie should be walking up about that time.
Yeah.
How's
I was
Weasel
assuming
doing
the same.
How's Weasel doing with the box?
Weasel has almost got the box covered. There's like a trash can lid laying on it and like a couple blankets. He actually found a homeless guy in a box and moved the box over next to it.
Alright, here's
do I
your
get around
documentation, Captain.
Thank you, Evie. Here you go, sir. Here you go.
He will slot the device, and will you give me a... I don't know that I want you to give me the save, though.
Come on.
Attention.
Mhm.
Evie, give me a luck save. Wow.
Mm.
I hate you forever, Dice.
Fail.
That documentation had an 11 worth of legitimacy.
The guy slots the chip in, and he starts looking through it and reading it, and he's like, well, the paperwork's all real, but it doesn't say anything about you, sir. Sir, I need to see some identification.
Well, see, that's not why we're here. We're here off the books.
Sir. I mean, the paperwork checks out, but you're...
Come on, man. I mean, you see the paperwork. Let's
Right,
just
like-
don't hassle us.
Like we don't want to be here any longer than we have to. We've done what we need to do. We just need to get out of here. Report back.
Give me a persuade check. And I will let one of you guys give him a boost to it.
I'll assist.
Okay.
Weasel, what are you doing while this is all happening? You've managed to hide the box without a problem.
I feel like I want to use the fact I'm from there, but I don't see the angle.
Yeah, I think maybe just hang back and let us get this guy out of here. And okay, so I'd use charisma for this.
Yes.
Okay, and do I do anything for? Okay, no, I just click it. Not assisted or?
I was trying to
she rolled
assist.
it.
She gave you the ability to give you a +1.
Okay, so I just put a 1 on assisted.
Yep.
I'm probably trying to hide in case these guys blow it. Go when it comes.
All right.
I think we're good.
Does the GCP have like any internal organizations that would have like higher up secret handshakes or salutes or things like that that would be known amongst people?
I mean, you would think any kind of large organization like that's going to have some kind of subgroups.
Right. So the guy looks at you and he sticks his hand out in kind of this like weird configuration.
I like it.
Yeah, I do the exact same thing back. I remember, and I can say I remember this from when I was like,
Yeah.
I've seen it before. So I go ahead and I hit it.
And he shakes your hand like that, and then you guys let go, and he's like, well, I at least know you're GCP now. You guys, it's not safe to be here. You need to get off this planet as soon as possible. We have suspicion that an organization was over in this part of the area trying to handle some bad goods, and I just don't want to see one of my fellow brethren get caught up in it all.
Right. Yeah, we're heading out right now.
What kind of goods?
The intel says classified, and unfortunately me being, well, only a lieutenant, don't have access to that information at this time.
Alright.
That's good. Yeah, we just wanted to make sure. All right, very good. So yeah, we'll be on your way and on our way, and I do appreciate your work here and your service. You're doing the right thing here.
GCP's family, man. I'm more than happy to help another brother out. I just didn't know that was who you were. I mean, you aren't wearing the standard uniform, or
Yeah. It's all part of it, man. We do what we have to, right?
Yep.
Good job, Captain.
Failed.
He will like watch the three of you get on the ship, and then after a couple minutes and a little bit of time, he will begin to like walk towards the building that you guys were kind of just in. Weasel, will you give me an additional stealth check real quick?
Sure. Just stealthage.
You are hiding inside the homeless man and will never be seen.
Time for that.
Saving throw versus odor.
I got a puppet. Anyway, he walks into the building you guys were in, shuts the door behind him, begins to look around. You see the coast is clear, and you guys will manage to quickly slide the package onto the back of the ship and be able to fire up your engines. As you guys begin to take off, McSnaps, can I get a vehicle space from you?
Yes.
And can I get a navigation from my nav person, whoever's got the higher number?
Which
I have a 0.
Yeah, I got the negatives.
which attribute should I use for this one?
Strength,
Dex?
dex,
Dexterity? Yeah.
int.
No.
Okay.
My dice are.
What?
She got a 3, man.
You're
I'm an expert. I can re-roll.
You do have a reroll. Would you like to use it?
Yes.
I'm very familiar with this nav re-roll business.
Oh, dude.
shitball.
But you're an expert too, so you can reroll too.
You both are experts.
Alright, I'm done.
Don't let the stress get us.
We're good.
Oh,
Yeah, we're good.
Oh,
we know
good.
exactly where we're going.
We know where we're going. If only we can get there.
If only we can get
Let's
there.
see. Let's see about that.
Oh man.
8.
So as you begin to take off, you kind of plot a course to where you guys are going to be headed in the right direction when you leave the planet to be able to make your jump. And about the time you reach the lower atmosphere, you guys get a ping on your radar. A red alert alarm goes off in your vessel. And we're going to cut right there. We're going to roll the credits.
Mm.
And we're going to jump over to shoutouts and wrap it up for tonight, leaving the world wondering whether you'll survive or not.
Oh man.
Let's go ahead and I'll let Matt do shoutouts first.
I want to shout out to you, Space Master. That was incredibly experienced, man. I really had a great time. And I want to shout out to Vineal for helping us with the rules.
Thank you, Vineal.
Of course, all my community that's been watching this whole time. And thank you for hanging out this far as we continue to go across the galaxies and deliver biodegradable stuff.
Moss.
Hey, just want to shout out to everybody around that because this is really fun. I'm going to get the hang of it more as we go. Appreciate y'all letting me do this with you.
Thank you, Moss. Damn it. I was hoping you'd talk long enough I could fix your name. Captain. Captain, go ahead and give your shout out.
All right. Well, seriously, shout out to everybody here. This was a really fun experience. My first time live streaming RPG. It was really good.
Yeah, you got the captain role, man. For a first timer, that's a big responsibility.
Yeah, I was intimidated by it. I'm not gonna lie, but
I didn't want to do it at all.
yeah.
Oh, come on, guys. You
Wow,
just got to make all the
I can't wait
decisions
to keep doing
that
this.
determine whether you die or not.
I mean, hey, and yeah, if we die, we die. It's fine.
No.
Never mind about the captain role. I'm nominating.
Wait a minute.
My life matters.
All lives matter.
We got a good crew here. I think we've got a good group of people here, and I think it's going to be real fun.
Awesome. And last but not least, Miss Christina.
Yes, thank you everybody for coming and watching. I loved hanging out with you guys and chat a little bit. And come back next time. It's going to be fun. The captain's good. We've got a good team. Space Master seems to know what he's doing, so it's awesome.
I don't know if I would say all of that, but I would like to thank everyone who showed up today. I want to say that it'll go a lot smoother next time because we won't have an hour or hour and a half's worth of character creation, trying to explain all the rules and all the things that are in this universe all at the same time as trying to get us moving and going forward. So it's only going to get better from here, and I know that's a fact. I'd like to thank all my players for being here. Without you guys, this wouldn't happen. And give a shout out to chat. I was trying to load up my Steam Labs stuff so I could see what I missed. We're going to give a shout out to Big Gun 1776, Metal Man Rising, Master Gamer 18, and You Made Gaming. I'd like to thank all of you guys for showing up and following me. It's always nice to have you guys here. We will also have more chat participation and things like that coming in the future whenever I'm not trying to manage like 1,400 things at once. It'll make things a lot easier and hopefully a lot more fun. Thank you all for coming, and I will tweet out after this the next time we're going to be playing. So follow me on Twitter at OKRPGuy to keep up with everything, or hit that follow button and you will receive the email notification when we go live. Everyone say bye!
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Oh no, now I got a commercial. Screw it. No music. Bye! Love you guys.